Fire TikTok audio in my fucking eardrums.
So I can see. So I can turn it on.
I gotta find it, bro.
Let him cook.
Say something, Jake.
Goddamn.
Sound like Kyler. Dude, he.
These new mics.
That's
I just
his
took
call
them out
outs
the
in
fans.
COD.
Oh, that's fire.
He'll be like, "Wait,
Me too.
Kyler, where'd he
Is it
go?"
loud enough?
Like, where?
Holy
Are the
fuck.
headphones-
Lower mine. My shit's too hot.
So, talk again.
I'm on the track. Basketball game tomorrow.
Nigga,
okay,
nigga. Louder or quieter?
A little lower.
If you say any lower than this, I'm gonna slap you.
A little higher. Hello? That's it. Perfect. It's good.
I moved it one over from where it was.
Turn on the TikTok. It's blasting in our ears.
What do you mean? You just said your ears are clogged.
Yeah, but it sounds like muffled bullshit. I don't want to hear it.
Grant, you wanna move your cup so I can pull the Roadcaster back?
I'm gonna drink it.
Okay, well just fucking put it to the side of the Roadcaster. I haven't had you guys on in a minute.
I know.
Last time was
We recording? Yeah, I see the red shirt.
this nigga did not just ask that.
Had to be ironic.
We just talked about that too.
Oh yeah, it was on
Remember
purpose.
That was an exact
It's satire, guys.
All right, I get it, dude. I was fucking
You're not gonna be on.
shoot at the squeeze on lay across all of us.
First ever live studio audience.
First ever time a female has been in the vicinity of the Nate Hate podcast. Oh shit, I was trying to not tell her the name of it so she couldn't find it and watch me say a bunch of retarded shit, but I guess I just gave it away.
Yeah, you deserve that because you sold my bag.
Oh yeah, fucking what's her name? Haley?
Yeah.
We were over at you guys.
No way, she found it.
No, fucking I think she did find it, but she was
She's watched it.
How many?
fucking we were at I think we were at the
That's
wall.
like my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
We were at the wall and I was like, tune in, Blythe. They're like, we'll come on. And I was like, oh, Jake, you should get Haley to come on. Haley, you want to come on the podcast? And she was like, what podcast? And I was like,
Yeah, and then she's like standing right next to me, and Nate leans across, puts his hand between her, and he's like, I'm so sorry, Jake. Like, my bad.
I was hammered at that point, so I couldn't voice volume control wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, that was fire.
Dude.
It's alright, though.
Fucking hey Seabass, I had unspoken riz by your standards today. Some chick smiled at me and I gave her one of the Jim Halpert. And I was like, Seabass would have just said that I rizzed that bitch up.
Bro, you can't take white people's culture like that. Like, that's not cool.
No, that's Seabass's culture. All white people aren't delusional like that.
No, I'm talking about the smile.
What do you mean smile? Oh, the Jim Halpert thing?
Yeah.
That's the smile I give to people, and I'm like, well, I guess you just smiled at me, and it'd be rude not to.
I mean, we don't have much, bro. Come on, like, I'm not super big on cultural appropriation, but we don't have much.
Hold the mic up, Grant. I have a fucking bit about that, how black people culturally appropriated the word thick, and now it means fat white bitches. Like, it was,
It don't mean white bitches.
if you, no. If you're talking about,
That was the progenesis of it.
if you're talking about, like, before, if you're saying thick, it meant, like, a girl with a fat ass, but now, if any black dude says thick, you have to be like, let me see a picture. Because it's gonna be a fat white bitch, and then you're gonna be like,
Oh, like you think
No, I think
Okay,
those were like that went in the opposite direction, to be honest. Because I feel like 2004 black dudes were saying that bitch thick, and she was
Yeah,
like
but
400 pounds.
you don't hang out
There's
with
a
enough black
difference.
people. None of you do.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I still like every black person, even here, the white black people, like fucking
Well,
Mo.
the black people in Reno are mid. I mean, I don't want to be the one to say it, but
Yeah,
it's
what do you
not
think
like
is-
Stockton black people.
Where do you think the best black people are in the world?
Let me say the Stockton.
Stockton
I
is
don't know.
there's
Anywhere
nothing.
on the East Coast.
Maybe Detroit.
Stockton is like the 33rd dirtiest city in America. That's a horrid take, by the way.
Why?
Yeah, that's a
Detroit?
stupid take.
They're the
Okay,
what
define
are-
best.
Well, because you've never
Best
even
in
been
what?
to Detroit, so
I don't
think
know,
it's kinda
like
cringe that you would even
best
say
overall
that.
as a culture, as a people, fucking best of sports, whatever you want it to be the best at.
Oh.
No.
No,
here's the-
Best
I'm
farm
talking about
equipment.
regular, like, get it out the gutter black people. I'm not talking about, like, suburban black people.
I'm a suburban.
Like
I'm a suburbskin.
I'm talking about like the guys you see walking down the street in like a Cookie shirt,
A Cookie Monster.
maybe like
The emoji sweatsuit.
or maybe like they have a shirt that's like Goku drinking lean. You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
yeah.
That's like going to get her haircut, then hitting the smoke shop after.
You should have went to Lincoln then.
I had this like autistic
not
hood
even,
black
like, a
kid in my
unified school
shop class in
district.
high school, and he wore the same like hood Bart Simpson tee every fucking day, but had like 12 different pairs of J's to match with it.
Miles Rudolph.
No, he was
Who
like
was
a
it?
skinny ass like unknown character. He wasn't an unlocked character.
The funniest thing is like that hot Cheeto girl meme. Like that was
I was accurate.
that was 10 out of 20 girls in every class at my high school. Like actual, not as a joke. Like for real.
You
That
guys
shit
have a
had
bunch
me
of
so
Mexicans
weak.
in Stockton, right?
Well, at my high school, yeah.
Yeah, well, Stockton is like 60% Hispanic.
Dude, Mexicans are like the fucking blacks of the West Coast. Them and Native Americans.
Bro, I remember I was telling Kylie that I was like, well, yeah, I mean, well, there's a ton of Mexicans in California. Like, there's Mexicans everywhere. Like most of like,
I was like, huh?
and
What's
the
a
guy's like, where they
Mexican,
come
bro?
from? Texas? I'm like, no, Kyler. They come from Mexico.
What a base
Like Kyler,
answer.
Mexico and California are like right next to each
shit.
other.
Oh yeah, bruh.
Kyler be like dying to be like
Trying to go
that
Chick-fil-A.
bitch. That bitch speaking Mexican, bruh.
Fuck, Jake, what was the thing you were about to bring up to Grant? What were you going to bring up to Grant before we came inside? You're like, oh, I can't bring it up to the podcast.
Oh, you
Oh, I was talking about just like it's so funny when I'm like staying over at Pomo late and it's just like me and Grant hanging out and I'll like go take a piss. Like we're both just high as
yeah.
fuck. I'll go like take a piss, come out of the bathroom and look over. He's just on the couch like
Pondering.
he's like this and then he's just like fuck.
Nah, I know. I'd be
Just
thinking about.
like randomly talk shit to someone that's not there.
No, because I'd be like thinking about like, okay, like I don't have to interact with anyone. I'm by myself, and then I'm like in my thoughts, and I'm like, oh yeah, fuck that guy. What the fuck?
Dude, fucking.
Maybe more iconic duo than Grant,
Grant gets
getting
high and thinks
thinking
about
cringe
guys.
shit.
Oh, I thought you said guys. Fuck, I thought you said guys.
Cringe shit. I kind of analyze.
You just said fuck that guy, so you get high and then you like think about guys you don't like.
have
It's
interactions
cringe.
with women where I'm like, fuck her. You know.
I do.
Dude, I do. Yeah, I was going to say, that's like 95% of them.
I do.
Dude, like, I have the worst luck with that shit where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm having a conversation with a chick, and then, oh, this drifted into a conversation that's gonna make each other, like, hate each other. Like, if I bring up fucking any random shit, like, the COVID vaccine.
Critical race theory.
Oh yeah, I mean, critical race theory.
So I simply do not speak to women.
Remember I told you that guy has those shirts in the gym? You told me like some guy had a cool shirt today.
Proud Munch.
But
Yeah, that was gas.
Yeah, this dude in the gym, they said had a shirt that says Proud Munch. But this
I
guy...
spiced last night too.
What?
Hold up, pause on that. This guy has a shirt, he says like, I am like clinically afraid of women, and then he had this other one that said it was hashtag fuck Narcan, don't kill my high.
That's what
I've got
I'm
two
I was
more
like,
fire
no
gym shirts.
fucking way.
Those are
Actually,
both sick.
today I was
Oh
telling
my
you I saw
God.
another dude. He had a shirt on that said, I got my ass eaten at the Bass Pro Shops Pyramid. That was gas. And then I saw this other dude who cut the sleeves off a shirt that said, I come fast so I have more time for fishing. I was like,
That's
fucking
fire.
gas.
I had
all Ice Spice stuff.
last night. So there's a girl at the wall, and she was like maybe a skinnier Ice Spice, had the same hair thing, going
Same,
on,
like, fro,
but it was
curly.
maybe a little blonder than red.
It was
You know what I'm
blonde.
saying? So I was like, what? I was like, no way, no way. I was like, dude, they gotta play some Ice Spice, and I gotta just like tractor beam, like watch her and see how she reacts. But they didn't play any, and then I saw her, and like we were like there. I was like, I go up to her, like I was walking by, and I'm like, excuse me. Like I tap her, and like she gets in close. I go, I'm definitely a munch. And she goes, she just has like this bewildered look on her face. Like, what?
There's no way you were the first guy to say that to her.
I know. It was weird. That's how she was acting though. And then she like grabbed all her friends, like whispered all to her friends, and they were like laughing about that. Cause I instantly kind of just like walked away cause we were about to leave. But they were, she's like, munch. It was so funny.
Imagine that. Grant walking up to you going, I'm definitely a munch, and then just like staring at you like backpedaling
Like you got hit
slowly.
with the fucking dollar store pepper spray.
It was pretty great.
You know, if they started playing some of that shit, though, she would have been bent over slapping her shit like Ice Spice.
I would have been too. Oh God, I would have.
She
Seabass slapping his pussy in the middle of the wall. Mm-hmm. That'd be hard.
the funniest shit. Well, fuck, I can't rank the funniest things Seabass has said, but one of the funniest things he said is when we were watching the Super Bowl. He's like, when Rihanna comes out, if you guys think I'm gay before, I am about to ride this nigga. Whoever guy he was talking about. Fucking, you're like, I'm gonna ride you like a horse. Dying.
Who was I talking to?
I think Rohit.
He was like, yeah.
Rohit. Oh my God. Oh my.
No, it was definitely either Rohit or the other.
Isaac.
Were they both Indian?
No, Isaac's Mexican.
I didn't remember what the other one looked like, but I remember just laughing because he was the other Indian that came in. Yeah, like whenever I saw him, I was like, "Oh, this guy probably owns a Subway." In my head, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, not Rohit. The other guy can just pay with it with his fucking 7-Eleven and Subway money."
No, I think his family owns
They own
a
the Quick Stop on Quail Lakes.
Yeah.
And they own another one.
I kept fucking with him. I go, you're not gonna get mad if we go down the street to a Chevron, right? Like trying to say like we're gonna be loyal to Quick Stop.
Roasted him and stuff, and she was talking about like.
Wait, what?
Yes, Trex's sister was in Twain Hart, and she was saying something about like some weird interaction she had at the gas station. She's like, "Well, we have Rohit talk to him, like he's good with gas stations or something like that."
Oh
Something stupid. And he was like, he's like, "What the fuck?" Like
didn't think it was funny?
like that's so racist. Like I was like, that's kind of racist. But he's like, I mean, my parents do own a couple gas stations, but
Oh,
like
man.
still, I was like, no way. I was like, the stereotype is real. Like, what are the odds?
I knew 4 Indians in Camden. Sneh Patel, his family owned multiple Subways and multiple gas stations.
Patel?
Yes.
That's like the most common last name in Sing ever.
Just wait a second. We had Ashni and Roshni Patel, the twins, and their dad owned the fucking Shell gas station. And then we had Rhea Patel, who was their cousin. So technically, they all owned gas stations. Which, I mean, that's not a bad thing.
They're all have his last name. That was like that,
So
what was it, the Japanese soccer team for the World Cup? They're all of their, like, fullbacks and center backs, and the goalie was last name Kim. All of them.
Dude.
That was probably Korea.
Oh, maybe it was.
Kim
not-
is a Korean name.
Okay, not Japan, yeah, maybe Korea.
They also go, I think it's backwards, where, like, Hyungmin Sun, his real name is, like, in...
Hyung Sun Min, or whatever, right?
No. Like, they just go... His name is Hyungmin Sun in that order, but, like, on Korea, it's Sun.
Sun Hyungmin.
Oh, yeah, I'm retarded. That's a neck.
Neck, I used to play that shit.
The fucking... What? Did you guys do this, or did you do fucking this
That.
shit? That's gay.
This, maybe we did do this.
No,
What
I
was the
never
rule?
really
Was
did
it
this.
below the waist?
Yeah. But like, if you knew someone was doing it, you could stick your finger in
Then
the
you got
hole
it.
and it would cancel. But then if they grabbed it, then it's still good.
I don't know
Oh,
what
that's
you guys are
difficult.
talking about. Every time I played that game, dudes just made me suck their dick in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Why don't you tell us about one of those stories, Jake?
Yeah, I don't know
Jake
if you want to
sucking
bring
dick?
up sucking dick, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, back
put a
on
wiener in
that
my
one.
mouth.
Out of anybody that we know, Jake admits to being gay, and you're still the most likely person I would think would suck a dick, Seabass.
Me?
Yes, you.
I think for monetary reasons, for sure.
Well, he's already admitted he'd fuck Jeffree Star for a fucking Lambo.
No, he said he would marry and fuck him every day to have his money and shit.
I'd fuck bro for the F.
For the what?
For the F,
pause.
like for free.
Oh. Dude, I'm retarded. I have to say, I apologize to you, Grant. I told you earlier, I was making fun of you on the podcast, because, no, it wasn't even the podcast, but I was making fun of you for listening to that Andrew Tate song. I listened to it today.
What Andrew Tate song?
Terms de la
Top
vida.
T
I was
music.
gonna say,
Yeah, that's what I do, and I'm in a fucking bench, trying to hit a bench PR.
Oh my god.
that's so cringe, but it is a good song. Hold up. We gotta
He made a song?
No.
Yes,
it's
actually,
a
he
song
did.
That's like, he has
On all
nothing
of
to
his,
do with it. But
like,
people
hard
just-
TikTok
You've
edits.
heard it. You've heard this.
Hold up.
Just skip it. Skip it.
Oh my god, you're fucking cringe. Holy fuck, you're cringe. You might as well be with Rohit in the 7-Eleven dancing and shit.
It's a friend song. French, you moron.
You're cringe. You're cringe.
That sounds like some
No,
French
you're-
indie
no, it
or
doesn't.
something.
You're cringe for not even
French
recognizing
people
that.
are cringe as fuck. I will give you
That
that.
shit is.
That's
Oh my god, you're fucking cringe.
You like country
Could you
music,
imagine
nigga.
that, like, his AirPods disconnect and, like, it just starts playing on his phone and everyone's like, what
No,
the
everyone would be
fuck?
like,
When he
Never.
said that to me at first, I didn't believe him. I was like, no, you fucking don't listen to that at the gym. Well, you were there. We were talking about our fucking, what we listened to during PRs. And he was like, oh, I listened to this, bro. The Andrew Tate song. And I was just like, no.
I don't remember
shot.
that, because if I did, I would have been like, yeah, that's the last straw.
This motherfucker's probably listening to Morgan Wallen hitting PRs.
Yeah, you listen.
That's the guy that said nigga, right?
Or like
Yeah.
fucking Nickelback.
I listen to a fuck ton of Nickelback. I listen to what's that? Saving Abel Go Crazy. Linkin Park. I turned into like a really angry white kid at the
you
gym.
sound like you drink Monsters and ride dirt bikes.
Exactly.
You're cringe as fuck.
That's what,
Kyle fucking
that's what he wants his
playlist.
aesthetic to be.
Yeah.
Seabass wants to be a fucking
Kyle.
country fan. No, not the Monster Energy drink. He doesn't want that. That's the vibe he gives off, but it's not on purpose.
I
He
do
does-
like Monster. Probably I never drink energy drinks, but if I'm gonna drink one, it's gonna be Monster.
This
It's like
guy.
Morgan Wallen fan cosplayer in the streets, and then fucking Linkin Park listener in the sheets.
Yeah, my code switching is top notch.
Yeah, I know. Whenever you
That
first
shit is
met,
fire.
whenever you first met me, you started talking black, and I was just like, "What?"
You can tone that one down.
I know, he turns into Marshawn. It's
Marshawn.
he says like or but he says the N word like every 5 seconds. Like
You probably say it more than I do.
It is fire, like seeing Bass in the presence of like actual black people. Though. He like immediately turns into one of the brothers.
they're like, don't say that, bro.
Yeah,
He go, that's
blur.
not kid.
Dude.
Did I ever tell you that story? Me and Grant were walking out of Novi one night.
Some fucking Debo was
Can I tell
pressing
the
us.
story?
Yeah.
Some what?
Debo.
What is a Debo?
Black dude.
We're gonna have to explain that one in a second, but go on.
So I'm walking
There's
out.
no
like,
explanation.
I'm hella faded. Like for some reason, I wanted to take a picture with Grant. So I asked this dude. I go, "Hey, blood, you mind taking a picture for me?" And he goes, "Don't call me that." And I go, "All right, bro. Sorry, cuh."
No,
That
sorry,
shit.
kid.
That
say
shit.
why.
was
You are a
hella
fucking idiot.
funny.
Dude, he was
You are
tripping,
so
and then like
lucky.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was tripping, and then his friend was like, if they knew what we did, bro, like they were like bounty hunters or some shit. It was so cringe. Yeah, they were both like 6'8" too.
Nigga
They were
was Cad
tall as
Bane.
fuck.
When are
That
they
shit
gonna get
was
heated
hilarious.
about Seabass saying that shit?
Yeah,
You'd think if they actually did shit, they'd be like, haha.
Yeah.
the little white boy call me blood, dude.
Yeah.
That would be so fucking funny.
It'd be a novelty
They were trying to act
them.
like they were like Men in Black or some shit about to neuralize us. It was so cringe.
They're gonna pull out the fucking flash thing and be like, "You don't remember anything."
Yeah, they're like, if they knew what we did, bro. If they knew what we did. Like, what do you do?
That
Like
one time they-
security outside of fucking
That's fine.
outside of Dispo.
Dude, yeah, if I could reach it, I would click the Vine Boom sound effect. We updated them all.
You did? Oh, I want to
Have
hear
fun,
them all.
please.
I want to hear them all. Wait. If I'm in here, I'm gonna cry.
And I wish.
Oh, what's him? Click him.
Him? Yeah, click him.
You were aiming this girl?
Is that me?
Click it again.
You were aiming this girl?
That's you.
You were aiming this girl? You were aiming this girl?
That's hilarious.
Seabass, if I could get you doing the.
Oh my god.
God. That's what I want my horn to be.
It's okay, nigga. I got that weed card.
That's
Is
the
that
best.
King Batch?
Yeah.
Remember? Oh my god, the
did you
Truax.
do that one though?
With that backflip, though.
King Batch?
King Bash.
Remember the Truax joke?
Yeah, no.
Oh my god. Yeah, so we always fuck with Truax like hella randomly. We'll be like, I caught you in your room last night watching King Batch compilations for 3 hours. And it's like, no, I didn't. And like, we always just say random ass shit. Like, random.
Bro, it's Poppy Boudin.
No, yeah, because then I go, shut up! I saw you in your fucking room the other night watching 2 Papi Muñano compilations, and he goes, that's what those are. I out of some random shit, I caught him. He goes, oh, I didn't know that's what those were.
Dude.
That shit had me weak.
The best Truex moment though is by far the notorious tickle fight.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god.
We told that story
We
at
told
the
that
airport
to
when we were coming back from Nashville, and 2 people left, like got up and left. Everyone was just like, it's just like, I didn't think you were gonna say that. It was so out left field. Like the lady next to me, like got up, shook her head, like moved her head.
How loud were you saying?
No, I was actually realizing we were being hella loud.
We're making some pretty like risque jokes.
You're
dude.
both so loud and you don't realize it.
I know, but
hella loud.
honestly, we're like, it was just like, I don't know, who gives a shit? But we were fucking going in. We were just like, I don't even know.
Fucking screaming. One time we tickled our friend and he came and then he was just started yelling.
No.
You won't stop pumping.
Yeah,
bruh."
which one of you guys was the one screaming that in the airport? Because I know one of you guys quoted it.
It was Grant.
I was saying the pumping breath too.
Yeah.
Fire.
Dude.
Won't stop.
Pumping, bruh. Just keep pumping, bruh. And then every time you bring that up in front of him, he'll like, if he's in his room and you just someone says tickle fight,
He'll be like, he comes out.
He comes out. He's like, what are you guys talking about? That never happened, bruh.
Like, you better get back in there before we fucking tickle you again.
Dude, make you calm your fans. Who would be more gay in that? The guy that came his pants from getting tickled, or the guys that were fucking?
No, that guy's just hard for that because that's a fucking.
That's a defense mechanism. He's
Accomplishment.
like a squid, dude. He's thinking all over the place. Fucking, I was Instacarting earlier, and I had a big ass order of shit. And I saw this one dude walk by with a box of Uncrustables and a giant can of soup, and I was like, "What a Chad! I wish I could do that."
Wait, you were.
Instacarting, where you like shop for other people for money.
That's all I'm saying. You were working. Oh, I thought you meant you were like I didn't. I thought it was
just like
DoorDash
here
or something.
And then I see a nigga walking around with the Uncrustables. No. I was like, damn, that nigga's hard for that. And he had a fucking Nike swoosh cut into the back of his head as his hairline.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
That's crazy.
Oh my
He's a Mexican nigga. Mexican niggas get the craziest haircuts, bro. Like,
I used to peek off the rat tails.
Yeah.
Or the little patches
This shit
in
is
the
kinda
back.
fire.
Oh my god, that shit used
You
to have
never
me
trust
so
like a
weak.
Southeast Asian guy in Stockton with a rat tail.
why? Because they're
He's
He's
fucking-
killed
gang
like
member.
12 people.
Machete
He's
in his
stolen
ass.
14
There's a machete in
cars.
his ass and it'll slice your head off.
That's how you tell with the Asian people. If they have a rat tail, it just raps. Like,
dude, it's like their Jedi call sign.
Yeah, but
If they have a rat tail, and if they have like if they have a rat tail, and if they have like a Weberstown Mall like fake iced out chain with a Buddha like with diamonds on it.
oh, the
yeah,
Buddha.
it's
The Buddha's a
raps.
giveaway too. Yeah.
And it has like
realize
red
there's
eyes.
such a-
Yeah, that shit's raps.
I didn't realize there's
Red-eyed
such an
Buddha.
Asian problem in fucking California.
Yeah, don't the Southeast Dark Asians like run the crime syndicates there?
Well, I mean,
There was this
like
part
a lot
of-
of people. A lot of people like there's that neighborhood by
Well, it's by Bear Creek. I was just gonna say
Bear
that.
Creek.
I was
yeah,
just
live
gonna
right
say
next to Bear
that.
Creek, but I was also talking about Holiday.
Holy fuck!
What?
He's got the worst cramp of all time.
You know Holiday? You ever been to that ghetto ass movie theater? It's the only one me and my dad get.
The one
to.
by Costco.
Yeah, it's the only one.
Yeah, I
it's
went
on
there.
West Lane.
Yeah.
The only time we go, me and my dad go there because like no one goes there.
Yeah, my grandma took me there one time, and I was like, I'm never.
Yeah, me and my dad only go to that one, dude. There's a neighborhood like across the street, or like doing that. Like my dad used to take these two kids from there, like the neighborhood, and we'd like take them on trips and stuff, like to like Yosemite, like and shit. And we would go in there and like, holy fuck, you feel so out of place as a white person, like for sure. Like it is so
Mark
dark and
probably don't.
Asian, and like. No, my dad will walk around like, "Hi, how you going? What address?" Like
Your
talking
dad
to people.
is so painfully white.
Oh, I know.
I
my
love him.
dad's
I mean,
really
he's cool,
nice, yeah.
but like he's.
Huh?
I said he's cool. Like the first time I met him, he was
What
a
do you
cool
mean
dude.
he's cool? Like being like
He's a nice
white
guy.
is a bad thing?
No, yeah, it is.
Why is it
Whenever
bad?
you're
Why is
like,
it bad? You sound like Miranda.
don't ever in your
Actually,
life.
get a
I was trying to
nerve.
make that argument last night. I was like, Miranda, you're the whitest person in this car, bro.
Oh my god, he was so mad.
So mad. He goes, don't ever say that to me, bro.
Dude, and then you went the opposite and called him a spick, and he got mad.
Oh yeah, you can't call Miranda a spick.
Yes, you can.
No, he said I can because I'm Mexican, but he said that
He
said,
convinced Miranda that his grandma was black.
she is black. My grandma's a mulatto. I showed him a picture. You want to
She
see a
was
picture?
hella albino, though, bro.
Oh, you want to see a picture of my grandma?
Yes,
She's
pull
darker.
it up right now.
She's darker than you.
I know for a fact that's,
That's
not
crazy.
true.
She'd have to be African.
I don't think she's darker than you, but she's similar skin tone for sure.
Yeah, because there's dark Mexicans.
Yeah, but when I used to get picked up from middle school, people
Trust me, that's my family.
would come up to me and be like, "Hey, your grandma's black? Like, were you adopted?" Swear to God.
How did they know your grandma? Oh, was she a teacher?
No, she picked me up from middle school.
Oh shit.
She doesn't know how to speak English, but she knows how to drive.
She sees the road signs that aren't words, and she's like, I have no
No,
idea.
She can't read. She must be black.
Dude.
Fucking.
Seabass, by the way, your lock screen is so fucking cringe, nigga.
This is lock screen.
Is it still that messy
That's like
Ronaldo
the hardest
bullshit?
picture I've ever
Fuck
seen.
me.
It's cringe because I
That's my
wanted
grandma, my mom.
She's so
She's
Mexican.
so- yeah,
God,
dude.
you're retarded. Oh my god.
Okay, she's dressed a little weird, but you should see her in a fucking backwoods hoodie.
it. Nigga,
Let me see.
You would never think.
You don't like that pic? That's just hard.
no, the only reason I say that is because I tried to get it as my lock screen, but it didn't fit.
No, you're retarded.
Who, Grant for
People, I
thinking
swear to
this-
God, people used to ask me that though. Your grandma's black?
Yeah, because there's like 3 black people probably in Stockton, and they're like, oh, that one looks like.
Do you think there's 3 black people in Stockton? You're out your goddamn fucking
Yeah,
mind,
crime
bro.
rate's way too bad.
Are you fucking kidding? There's more black people than white people.
Well, yeah, because they've done a good job.
Because what do
It
you
wouldn't
mean
be a
there's 3 black
shithole if
people
there
in
was no
Stockton?
black people.
Huh?
I said it wouldn't be a shithole if there was
I
no
know.
black people.
Dude, Stockton. I love how much you guys love that town, but it is literally the worst.
It's about who you know. I mean, all you have to do. All there is to do is go to people's houses. Like, there's nothing to do. What are you gonna go bowl?
Port City Bassin.
I fuck with Pacific Bowl.
See,
Yeah,
but
but,
it
like,
seemed
you
like you
can't-
probably take bowling so seriously.
Port City Bassin.
You don't bowl all the time though. We don't even have.
Zap Zone. Remember Zap Zone?
Yeah, everything gets ruined by gangs though. The Johnson Carnival Pizza got ruined by gangs. The water park got ruined by gangs. The roller rink got ruined by gangs.
Oh, I remember last time whenever you came on and said this, and I was like, oh yeah, it's because black people are criminals, and you're like, no, it's because they were.
Well, it's not just black people. It's just like Mexicans.
he did just say
It's
gangs.
It's gangs.
That's fair. My mind always goes to black people when I think of gangs.
Nate got me thinking though. I bet Seabass puts his fingers in a bowling ball sewed seductively.
Seabass is probably fucking raw at bowling.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not raw. I'm
He's like, I just hit 270s, man. I'm not good. He's like Corey Palmer.
No chance you bowl under like 150 though.
I probably bowl 60.
Last time I bowled,
That's good.
last time I bowled was a 175.
Last time I bowled,
Never in my
I used
fucking
bumpers.
life. Yeah.
You never bowled?
No, I'm saying never in my life have I hit 175. I could
Okay,
hit that
I
with
think I
bumpers.
was-
Bro said I put my
I had a
fingers.
turkey. I had a turkey too.
Bro said, you know what's funny? You said, I bet he puts his fingers in so
You
zestily.
probably slap
He
that
said
shit.
seductively.
Oh, whatever. I don't put any fingers in. I hold it like this and I spin it because my thumb. Remember you always fuck with me
yeah.
with my broken thumb.
Yeah.
I can't put it in the fucking
When I
thing.
watch that
Let me see
fucker
it.
scroll on his phone, you don't get the full effect unless he's scrolling on his phone. Do something on your phone with it. That shit, I want to fucking cut that shit off. It's like sideways on his
I
shit.
think it looks pretty normal now.
I wouldn't
It's
notice.
disgusting.
Well, yeah, I broke it in like 4th grade, and the doctor's like, "Oh yeah, I just put a cast on. It'll straighten out over time." Never. Every time I still see that dude every once in a while. I'm like, "Bro, you're a retard."
You fucked me.
And you jam that shit in his ass in the alley.
Give him the
That's
proper
why I
name.
think I threw a good slider when I played baseball because my thumbs. I could like put that bitch down. You know what I'm saying?
I have no clue how you would throw like like I can't fucking throw a baseball, but like I have no idea if you're a pitcher how to like put spin on it or like do any of that shit.
I'll just like wrist movement up and down, side to side, or like this. This like people don't really know about when you throw a changeup. It's called pronation. Your fucking wrist goes the opposite way. Like this is a natural movement, right? It goes like this.
All right, I stopped giving a fuck after like the second sentence of that. Fuck baseball, dude.
Baseball hate.
That's the worst sport, if you can even call
You're
it that.
tripping.
Actually, baseball's a sport. It's the worst one, but golf isn't a fucking sport.
I can name a few worse
You're
sports than
crazy.
baseball.
Golf is not a sport.
You're crazy.
He's like, oh, it's hard, bruh. And it's like, oh yeah, you know what else is hard?
Why is-
Playing the oboe.
Why isn't it a sport?
Not watching porn.
Don't
Because of-
start. You should start this. You should start this conversation.
Why?
Because Seabass really gets into it, and then he goes into the golf is the hardest sport.
It is.
It's not.
No, it's not.
it's
Of
not.
course it is.
It's the hardest to learn originally, and then it's easy after you learn it. You can go out and do decent. Like if you tried to go, like you, well, I guess it wouldn't be against pros, but you can learn how to play golf, and then you're set for the rest of your life. You can have fat niggas like John Daly that are smoking cigars and drunk as fuck, doing well. You don't have that in any other sport. Like you have Lawrence Taylor, but like that's like different animal.
What about like 6'5", 300-pound fat ass black dudes playing O-line?
The ones that can run like a 4.6.
I was gonna say you will not find a single offensive lineman now that runs under like a 5'7", and like
5'7" is slow.
And all those
5'7"
dudes
is-
are fat
I
because
was
of their
gonna say-
meal plans, but as soon as they retire, they're like
Have you seen
240.
Joe Thomas?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking
You
of.
know who Joe
He's
Thomas
just
is?
like a jacked Joe Rogan now.
Hold up, I'm about to show you this nigga. Joe Thomas was an offensive lineman.
But 100%, like 99% of linemen are only like have that amount of body fat just because like they're made to eat that much.
That's that nigga like a year after retiring.
I think I know Joe Thomas from Madden. I think 'cause he's always had good
like
cards.
he's like the GOAT left tackle.
Okay, then that's how I know him.
See, you could have said kicker, and I'd be like, okay, I can give you the kicker is easier than golf, like for sure.
That's for sure easier. Yeah.
But then that's one position. Punter, yeah, I'll give you punters easier than golf. QB, there's no shot you're going to sit here and look me in the eyes and say you think it's harder to be a professional golfer than a professional quarterback.
For sure. For sure.
Steve Ass will look you in the eyes and say anything straight-faced.
Look at all the professional quarterbacks that play golf, and they're fucking awful.
Because they don't put their energy into playing golf.
Wait. That's a stupid thing to say.
For sure,
That's a
crazy argument.
That's a really dumb thing to say.
It's like, you know, because no one gives a fuck about golf. They're not going to put their energy into that.
People who play golf, like professional, like they've been playing golf their whole lives. It's been
Same
their
thing
whole
with
life.
every other sport.
Patrick Mahomes.
Why would transferring to us
that's
such
not-
a technique sport like golf like have anything to do
That'd be
with
like
athletic ability?
that'd be like saying CS:GO is like a harder fucking sport than soccer because Neymar's not a pro player.
Yeah, that is such a dumb thing to say. But do you mind if I have a sip of your vape?
You are so cringe, nigga.
Holy fuck.
Oh, I mean, I saw it.
Nick at it.
can't help myself.
I
You
saw
are
it. I got
literally a
enticed.
fiend.
I saw it. I got enticed. Hey, I worked out today. I'm being healthy.
I want you to
This shit
enjoy
lowers
every
your
second. No.
test.
I want dead silence while you're hitting this. I want to really let it sink in how much of a fiend this nigga is.
I'm not a fiend. I quit vaping.
Not a fiend. How many
I
sentences?
quit buying them, bro.
How many?
And I got Truex and Tuna to stop buying.
How many sentences did it take for you whenever you first met Ava to ask for a vape?
Well, I wasn't. It wasn't about a sentence. Like it wasn't about like a getting to know.
It was like,
you
oh,
thing.
hey, I'm Grant.
Yeah,
Can I tap your vape?
like it was like, you know, let me see if she has a vape. Like just check it for like later on. You know, just lay the foundation now so I don't look like a fiend later. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's like a nigga that smokes crack and he's like, oh, have you ever done blow before? And it's like, oh, well, no, well, actually, it's a little bit different, I guess.
Bro's plotting out his plan to not seem like a fiend.
Plotting on the vape.
Someone says they've done blow and he's like, oh, they're definitely going to be into smoking crack. I can get him to do that for sure.
I've been vaping since middle school. It's a bad habit.
fuck no.
I've only taken a 6-month break.
Disgusting ass. You better calm down. Ava's going to
Bro
lose her
still
shit.
hasn't cut his toenails. I told him like a week
I
ago
did
to cut
cut
them
'em.
shits.
I did
Fuck no,
That's
you
not
didn't.
cut.
That shit was 3
Put 'em
times
up,
longer
nigga.
the other day.
What, did you have fucking eagle talons?
Yeah,
Use the same,
I did.
Do you use the same nail cutters you use to cut your fingernails?
Yeah.
I do. Do you?
Of course.
I don't.
You have separate
Different
ones?
ones. I don't want toe germs. In fact, thank you so much.
You're a
I don't.
I forgot about that. This nigga was holding.
Fucking God.
I don't want like the stuff underneath my toes. You know what? You should see my
That is
dad.
not what he's reacting to.
How many towels do you dry off with, Grant?
What?
I drop with one. I used to drop with 2 though.
So you can wipe asshole on your face, but you can't clip your fucking fingernails with your
Oh,
toenail
I don't
clipper.
go deep enough to wipe my asshole. Just the cheeks. I don't go.
Wait, do
through
you
the
use a
grove.
washcloth?
You just let your butthole
Of course, he's
stay wet.
Mexican. Of course,
No,
he
I
used
don't
a
use-
fucking
That's a
washcloth.
white person. Well, actually, white people just use their
I don't
hands,
use a
don't they?
washcloth. I use a washcloth.
Sousa uses a washcloth too.
Susan, you said, or fucking Miranda?
Probably both.
I don't use a washcloth. I don't use a.
I use a fucking palm sander.
You're not supposed to use a what's it called, a fupa, or what's it fucking called?
Yes, you are. That's a fat upper pussy area.
No, what's the
Loofah.
what's the thing you shower?
loofah.
Loofah.
Did you know that's actually a plant?
What? Loofah? or-
Loofahs. Like they originally come from like a plant.
No way, for real?
Yeah, dead ass.
Well, yeah, that probably makes sense.
Probably makes sense.
Yeah,
Why
like,
does it
like
probably make
old
sense?
Native Americans probably used loofah as a plant to wash
Old
themselves.
Native American trick.
Yeah, old Native American trick, the Jacob. We're getting into Jacob talks. Woo. Speaking of Jacob, I think he's chilling now. He crashed into a mosque.
No, you're not telling this right. He was just minding his own business, driving, and he was a little.
I
He
mean,
was having
he
fun.
was drinking and driving, sure,
But
but
then
like,
some stupid mosque got built in the middle of the road.
I know, bro. Just
popped up.
You know what? It could have been a lot worse. I haven't spoken to Jacob about it in a minute, and I think he's trying to keep it under wraps. For sure.
Well, then this is the best place.
But his dad, you know what?
Broadcast this to the cloud then.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm just saying everyone knows about it, but I think no one's asked whether he got the DUI or not.
Oh, well, give me a snap. I'll ask him right now. I want to know.
And regardless if he did, he would never tell
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's fair.
He would never tell you.
He'd be in jail or like getting like a fuck ton of tickets.
Well, yeah. I mean,
He could get out of going to jail.
he's not going to be having fun, but he doesn't have to do time.
But his dad was hell understanding because normally his dad would be fucking, but his dad got a DUI at that age too. So
Oh, he's probably like, I thought you were going to be like, oh, yeah, he's like, that is
like,
a
that's
stupid
my
mosque.
boy.
I don't like that fucking building.
no, but his dad got the car towed too, like because he was like 2 minutes away from his house.
That's sick. Did he have like a tow truck or did he just like,
I think he had Jay, like one of Jay's friends.
that's sick, dude.
Hold on, I got a guy. He got my buddy Clovis up in Clovis.
Clovis and Clovis. That would be fire.
He'll be there faster than you can say Mississippi.
Yeah, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Does Jay really say shit like that?
Yeah. I'll
yeah,
even
it's
get
so
Jay
hard.
Or I could sell black paint to the White House.
Yeah. Remember the other day? Oh, you running that you haven't been on Xbox or your computer in weeks, bro.
Video games don't interest me anymore. There's no fun games.
It's because you started watching Lloyd Tate and now you're top G.
He's too fucking primal.
I mean,
I can't
that thing
fucking
too.
play video games.
I don't want to be like Jack or Seabass or like Nick, always on that shit all the time. I mean, this morning I woke up 3 times because Seabass was screaming on FIFA.
I mean, if you're playing FIFA.
Yeah, it was fucking 3 in the morning or 3 in the afternoon. Wake up.
It wasn't 3 in the afternoon.
Got up at noon.
It was like noon.
That's still not that early. I feel bad because like I'll get off work and then like
And what do you mean be like Seabass and Jack? We're in college. Who cares? We're not 30-year-old no-lifes.
no,
I just could
It doesn't
literally
matter.
never do
you
that.
guys sit on that shit
could
for
never do
a
that.
while. I don't
What's better, us doing that, or you sitting on the couch with a blanket curled up in a ball watching TikToks all day, never leaving the couch?
I watch
Definitely not
TikTok.
the
I watch
TikToks.
TikToks. I'll smoke some weed. I'm socializing with whoever's down
Hey, wait a
there.
second. Wasn't Jake gonna get a shirt? What was his shirt gonna be?
It's too vulgar for the pod. I think.
God.
Too vulgar for the pod.
I mean, it would air out.
It's not too
We'll edit
vulgar
it
for
out.
the pod.
No, but it's not vulgar for the pod, but it is a little air out for sure.
I'll edit it out.
Okay, it was
might.
it was gonna.
No, you
I was
don't
gonna
have to edit it
Photoshop
out.
him. I was gonna Photoshop him sucking his own dick, and it was gonna be okay. It was gonna be Zotar It was gonna be Zotar the dude in the genie, right? And it was gonna have cards, right? And each card in front of him was gonna be like like a path to like a future, and it was just gonna be things like. Sucking his own dick. I was going to Photoshop him sucking his own dick, put it on a card. I was going to be, like, probably like we'd do something with, like, lifting, but, like, would try to make it as fruity as possible. And then, what
lifting
was
naked
another
men.
one? What was another one? There was
No,
another one.
you kind of have to make that. That sounds
Oh
fire.
yeah. It was choosing Jordan and Haley, and we're gonna have a card for Jordan,
God.
card for Haley.
That would have been
But also Zotar would have been his face as well. That would have been a good thing.
Not your
Or
best
not
work.
a good. I'm saying, but that would have been.
That would actually been
It would have been
kind of hard.
dude. Jake is the Jake
I'd
would have
wear
just
that
killed the
shirt.
joke. Yeah, I was gonna say because he would have actually wore that to the gym.
Yeah.
for sure.
Fucking like that dude that had the clinically terrified of women. I want to get that shirt now. That's fire.
Yeah, that is fire.
That dude's hella funny, bro.
The dude's jacked as fuck, too.
He's like that fucking. I think it might have been on TikTok first, but I saw it on Instagram of the Jack dude that was on Omegle, and he was like talking to girls.
Alex Eubanks.
Yeah, and he's just like, oh, and flexes, and then they're like, oh, do you work out? And he's like, yeah. And like they're like making a joke. They're like, oh, you look older. And he's like, oh, do I? And he's just like super cringe.
Oh my god.
That's fucking.
Me trying to speak to a woman after deadlifting 385.
Me trying to speak like a woman, or speak to a woman, and it just sounds like fucking the parents on Peanuts.
Dude, the other
Just
night,
sounds like the Hoths probe droids.
the other night I had him split a fifth with me, and we go to the fucking bar, and like we walk in, and he's fucking hammered, and he like bumps into this girl, and she's like, "Excuse you," and he turns around, and he goes, "I'll fucking kill you!" off.
Yeah.
And turns
This girl
around
was
and
trying
like,
to riz on
oh
Jake.
my
This girl was trying to riz on
fucking
Jake.
God.
She was like Jake's like dancing. He's like hammered and stuff, and then she like bumps, like they bump like butts or like backs, together. And she turns around. She's like, hey, like. She's like, turn around or something like that. I was like, Jake, it's raps. Like, I was like, it's raps. And he was like, that bitch? He goes, I want to snap her neck. And then he's just like,
Dude, you should have just actually went and started fighting her in the middle of the bar.
I was like, you
That
fumbled
would
that,
fire.
bro. She was cute.
I didn't fumble shit. That's the psychotic Riz, bro.
Yeah, chicks who just have horrible judge of character, so they're like, oh yeah, I'll come watch your stupid podcast and not be fucking horrified. No, that's click the Vine boom. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, nigga, I got that weed card.
That's a good way to keep it rolling whenever you say something that bombs.
You should put that on there.
Holy shit. That was like the most Tourette's fucking shit.
This nigga looks over and goes, "You're a nigga." I'm gonna have to edit. Well, I'm gonna edit you saying it out. I'm not gonna edit out me saying it.
Holy fuck.
I zoned out. What are you guys talking about?
Just a second
You just
ago.
called him the hard on.
What do you mean? What's that?
That's how I fix any situation.
Dude, I
What
was
did he
saying
say?
earlier, like,
Seabass? What did he say?
I was saying earlier, like, I love being cold, right? So my window in my room's always open.
Yeah, it fucks up the circulation of the heater
But-
upstairs for sure.
I don't remember
You're a
sometimes that
selfish
my
prick.
fucking window is open, right?
always
And
open.
I'm screaming shit.
Yeah, when I
on
walk outside of my
fucking-
car, I hear you
on
screaming about
fucking
FIFA every day.
FIFA or COD or whatever. Bro, if anyone was outside,
Yeah, it ruins
they'd
the
be
insulation
like,
in my room.
holy fuck, what's wrong with
When we were recording in that room, Jaden, like, we had the window open, and fucking Jaden said, like, I can hear you guys so clearly. And I just thought back to, like, whenever it was summer, I would leave that open because my PC would get the room hot as fuck. And I
That
would
shit
be,
was crazy.
dude, I was always quoting that video of that girl I'm in love with, the blonde one that was like, yeah, nigga, you're a bitch. And I'd just be, like, screaming that in my white ass voice. And, like, there's black people that live here, like, way more than I would expect.
Yeah.
And so I know some of them were just like, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to say something. Like,
And then you open the door, and you're like, sup?
yeah.
Like,
Who else lives here? No one. You're like, really? He's one of us.
Dude, fucking,
I've never met my fucking roommate's girlfriend, and like she's heard me say the craziest shit. Like have the most insane, unhinged
met her?
conversations of all time.
That's what Brandon told us last year when he first started dating Gia. Like he'd bring her over, and we'd have no idea.
she's so
and,
shy.
then
Shy.
he'd be like, "She thinks you're hella funny, bruh." I'm like, "What do you mean she
Mine's
thinks I'm
racing.
hella funny?" He's like, "We be hearing you in there, bruh." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, I told him, "You got to start telling us when you bring her over. Like when you bring her over here."
Dude, you can hear everything in that apartment.
Yeah. Oh my
which one?
god.
Was that
The one that they lived in, because Haley lives in the exact same apartment that they lived in last year.
Oh, and fucking Talus?
Yeah, she's in Jack's room.
She lives in Jack's room. Yeah.
Who all lived there? It was you, True, Jack, and B-Man? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you and Tuna were at Highlands? Or, fucking Highlands. Charlottes?
Charlotte's.
That's all I got cancer for sure.
Yeah, because the fucking asbestos.
Probably got it from Charlene's Maverick, bro.
Nah, because I've been having the symptoms since Highlands, since Old Talus.
Maybe it's just because you're not built different.
Since Bingo Room. You got it in Bingo Room.
I did get it in Bingo room. I remember the first time I coughed shit up. It was in Jacob's room.
Really?
I woke up and I coughed shit in the toilet. I go, whoop. Not good.
Roro Reggie.
But then I got COVID, so I didn't know if I was.
What do you mean
I was-
cough shit up? I cough shit up all the time.
No,
Yeah,
but like
it's rust colored phlegm.
It's what?
I'm
rust
not gonna
colored.
say it again.
Why not?
Because sometimes you say things and I ask you to clarify, and you go.
We just need to turn
don't
the
say
camera,
anything.
and right here we're gonna have the Seabass Great Boxing match.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, Seabass. I'll be like, he'll say something. I was like, oh, what'd you say? He'll be, I'm like, okay, so you're just not gonna tell me, and then you just like go on your phone. So I'm not gonna clarify anything for you ever again.
You niggas are both cringe. Hey,
Y'all
so
need,
you guys,
y'all need to run ones with each other and then dap up after.
I was going to say, we need to do
I
a
think he needs to run ones with freaking Truax
Truax.
Why?
because you guys are beefing.
What?
No, we're
Spill the
not.
guts. What'd you do?
Talking about
For sure.
fucking idiot.
Dude. No, but seriously.
What's Crit Mac say? What's he call that shit?
Oh, wait,
Catch
what?
a fade
Yeah, you don't need to like
or
run.
get put on.
No,
get
yeah.
put on.
Yeah, get put on a 5-5 fucking fade,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dap each other up.
I know that's why I
Get put
got.
on an alley with Crip
Honestly,
Mac.
Crip Map fell off the map. I haven't heard anything from
Yeah,
him.
'cause
Probably on 55th Street.
No Jumper stopped putting him on because he came on with this dude named Blasey and fucking House Phone. Craziest names. But like with everybody else, with the other niggas, he's like pretty respectful and won't say anything too crazy because like he knows Adam will just kick him off the podcast and like not have him on. And like fucking
Those guys need to fuck
Are they
off.
ops?
T-Rail, no, they're not. But there's this dude named T-Rail there that's a fucking Hoover Crip. And for one, C-Mac has Hoover Killer on his forehead, literally tattooed. Two, he was on there and he was like, yeah, fuck that nigga T-Rail. Like, I don't fuck with anybody that's associated with him or like Hoover.
Yeah.
And like, he was just bullying him.
Yeah,
like,
not a good look.
This one porn star named Kazumi came in, the one that's famous. The one that's famous for like
Kazumi
fucking
is
50
foul.
homeless dudes in one night. And
Homeless? They're not homeless.
they weren't? She's let homeless people fuck. I don't know if that's the same story, but she's definitely let homeless people fuck.
I mean, that just seems irresponsible.
It is.
I mean, she only fucks black guys for the most part, so they're at the very least unemployed.
But fucking Crip Mac was like, get over here and sit on my lap. And she's like, I don't know if I want to do that. And he was like, yeah, do it. And then like another Crip that was like older than C-Mac came in and he's like, Crip Mac like got her off of him and was like, oh, hey, how you doing? And like calmed the fuck down. But he's like, yeah, we're not going to have him on for a while. Then he got arrested, so he actually might just be in jail.
Damn.
What do you get arrested for?
I don't know. Probably going around fucking doing Crip shit still while he's famous.
Bro, what is wrong with John Morant, bro?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Dude, that bothers me
shit
so
is
much
retarded.
because black people now are like defending him and they're like, this wouldn't be a problem if it was a white dude. And it's like, what do you mean? Taking a gun?
What?
It
One-
absolutely would be.
You can't take a gun to an NBA facility. Gilbert Arenas learned that the hard way. He got banned for a whole season. Well, that's because he put the guns out in front of a teammate he was arguing with and said, which one of these do you want me to shoot you with?
Yeah, that was fire.
That's fire.
That's fucking hard.
But you can't take guns into any NBA facility. And like whenever you're going in an away game, you go to the stadium, then you go on a bus, you go to the fucking airport, and you fly to wherever you're going. And then you go to the other stadium. And that nigga had the gun during the entire thing, which you can't fly with the fucking gun. And
Yeah. Like, he had it in, like, what, his carry-on or
they
something?
have a private jet, so I assume that they didn't get checked.
Yeah, that's...
Fucking, then they get in Colorado, that nigga has it in the arena. Then he goes out and he's flashing it in a club recording himself. And like,
He
No,
was on
yeah.
Instagram Alive.
fucking, what's it called? And that's like a week after he got in trouble because that 17-year-old came out and said he beat his ass and then threatened his life with a gun.
Imagine if Mac McClung was, like, doing shit like that, tweeting it's free to know how hollows feel.
What?
That's a John Morant tweet from recently. It's free to find out how hollows feel or some shit like
That's
that.
like an Ali
It's like-
Choppa quote.
I mean, if he was saying that, like, trying to be a rapper, that'd be like, okay, that's pretty-
how do models feel?
It was like as a reply to someone, too, that was talking shit, I'm pretty sure. It's like...
He's got a $250 million contract right now. Just got signed with Powerade, and he's going to ruin it all because he's going to keep on acting like that.
What's that white
Yeah.
dude on ESPN that argues with Shannon Sharp?
Skip.
Yeah, dude, Skip
Skip.
Bayless had it. He's like, what if we miss something, guys? What
That's
if
what-
John
okay.
Morant really is about that life?
I watched the whole video.
Oh my god!
I watched the whole video and fucking it was a 20-minute video. The first like 14 minutes were both them being like, he's not like, I don't see him being like this. And then like Skip at the end, because they obviously talk about this shit like 5 times a week. He's like, well, I did have someone call me and be like, what if you guys are overlooking John if he really is about that shit? And he's like, I don't know. And then Shannon was like, no, that would be even stupider. Because if he really was a Crip and he's fucking posting it out and shit.
It's like no one knew this whole time, and then he just outed himself. Like, that would be retarded.
And he's not.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
everyone
I know.
know that he's like,
Yeah, he went to a private school. Bro's wearing polos and khakis. Oh
my
gang
God.
banging. But the shit that I think is sketchy that dudes doing that don't think about is like, I feel like there's a lot of guys who like are gangbangers and see shit like that, like people faking it, and they get mad and they're like, okay, we're gonna go kill him now.
I feel like that'd be less of a thing here in
Like
America.
if he got caught lacking, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's claiming to be about that shit. Like if some losers catch him lacking, they'll 100% shoot him and rob him. Like they have nothing to lose.
Or they'll do what they did to the what was that? Alright, I'ma fuck with you, kid. They fucking some gangbang niggas fucking made him get in his underwear, do that I'ma fuck with you thing.
That's foul.
It's
That is
funny.
Do you think John Wall's really banging? Because when he
John Wall was.
that video when he hits that game winner or whatever, and then he starts throwing up shit on the court.
I don't think he still is, but I think
God,
he
that's
was.
my favorite video of him ever.
Fucking cleanest high school mixtape of all time of any
John Wall?
easily.
That's probably
Easily.
he's probably one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else would be
Who's
up
up,
there?
though?
Zion fucking.
Anthony Davis's was fucking crazy.
His was unfair because it's just like he's
Bunch of
still
white
huge.
nerds.
Yeah, exactly.
Kyrie's is pretty nuts.
Fucking Zion's, dude. Has to be up there because he's
Yeah,
the
but he's
dudes
just dunking on everyone. Like
What about
Fair.
the dudes that never made it, like Seventh Woods?
no fucking dude. Zion was
You never heard of Seventh Woods?
never.
That dude was fucking raw. He was yamming it in 7th grade.
That's like that one guy,
Atrial.
Dakotas to ever do it, Williams.
But he
No,
wasn't
Crawford.
like A-Trail. He was like only like a 6'2" guy, but like
impressively
fast
dunking it.
and strong.
God damn.
Like A-Trail's probably what, like 6'8" now.
Yeah, that nigga's
He's a
huge.
big body dude.
That's
But
a
he's
kid you
still
knew.
so weak in the
Yeah.
paint. Yeah.
Yeah, he was 6'6" freshman year, and I used to baby him in PE playing basketball because he
Dude.
did not grow into his body yet. I remember Coach
Isn't that
Stu being-
crazy to see like at a young age someone so big they can't even like run right?
I know.
Like-
Like Coach Stu, like I used to be ripping him and then running it down for easy layups. Coach Stu would be like, "You gonna let that little white boy baby you like that, A-Trail?"
Bro, Atrial and Micah Morris both went to my elementary school, and they were like little siblings to people that were in my grade, and we went to like the daycare together. And even then, those niggas were like bigger than me, and they're both like 2 years younger.
Was Micah Big Mike?
Yeah.
The one that went to UGA? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that man was fucking large.
He's so big. I remember one time Kyle was talking shit to him, and he literally grabbed his neck with one hand and picked him up.
Who?
This dude Kyle that we're
I
friends
said
with.
Kyler.
No,
I did too.
Oh.
I thought you said Kyler.
Kyler would be the type of nigga. Well, actually, Kyler wouldn't actually like make fun of any of those niggas. He would just be like around if like Cole was fucking with him and like in the background like a hyena. Yeah. I wish you guys could have met Cole. Cole is so fucking funny.
Prime
Oh.
tweeter was crazy.
You gotta show. I didn't know. They just said Jake said this randomly earlier. I didn't know you had a brother.
Yeah.
You gotta show me a picture. I was trying to find his Instagram. I couldn't find it, but I'm dying to see what bro looks like.
And when I told him
He's a
that, I made
goofball.
the connection. I was like, I wonder if Nate hates Trevor, like from here so much just because he has the same name as his brother.
Bro, Trevor's a nice guy.
No, I don't.
Nate's just on his Italian hate shit.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have a picture of this nigga. His Instagram.
Did yours get taken down?
Yeah, mine got banned. I was gonna say that because I said someone was talking about fucking what's his name? The baby was posting videos of him like wearing jeans with like orange under it, and basically he was wearing a bunch of shit that looked like he was a Hoover Crip, and he was like, "LA, is it safe for me to go out here like this? I'm not trying to be a no gang shit." And people were like, "Yeah, just put on a fucking Houston Astros hat because like that's literally the Hoover
Their
shit."
uniform.
And then like people were in there, and then someone was like, "Yeah, you should go to 55th Street dressed like that."
Was he being satirical or is he actually
No,
a
he was
dumbass?
seriously asking. And I was like, someone said he should go to 55th Street dressed like that. And I was like, on 5'5" Crip with just like C-Mac, on 5'5" Crip. And fucking, I got banned. And I was like,
That's fire.
of all the times I've called people niggers on Instagram, fake throwing up gang shit is the thing that got me banned.
You get banned for the weakest shit.
I know. Like on Snapchat, all the shit I was saying, like for a long time, just none of that got me
You
banned.
got banned for the pills.
Yeah, it was like a 5 years ago today picture where I was like, glad I'm not doing this anymore. And it was like a picture of me selling, like of the sack of them and me putting prices up. And I was like, glad I'm not doing this anymore. They're like, banned. I was like, I literally was going against that. I was saying that's
Yeah.
good that I'm not fucking doing that anymore.
Dude.
Like, no.
That actually reminded me, bringing me back. I thought of another Gilbert Arenas story when you were talking about the classic fucking Blick show. I had no idea that man played, or he was talking about on a podcast recently. He played an NBA game with an 8-ball in his in his sock, and it came out on a fucking and one.
Have you seen those videos of Maradona scoring like in a soccer game, and then like they run from the side? Oh my god, that's you. They run from the side and they like give him a bump.
He knows
on the
it, guy.
on the fucking field.
He knows it, Bill.
What?
He's saying your brother has a big nose.
Oh. Yeah, he's cringe.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
That's his. It's a mixed baby.
I don't think he looks that much like Nate, to be honest.
He does.
Like,
that
obviously-
little smirk.
Like, if you know you guys are related, like,
Oh my god.
But look at that. Well, can you catch?
like you guys look related for sure, but like knowing that they are, but it's not like.
Yeah. Does he look? No, the baby.
I know, but it's like, I guess you look like Mike's.
I don't want to look like my brother.
You do.
You know he has a.
I don't think he does.
What, you know, I was gonna him. He has pierced nipples.
Oh, he's fruity as hell, or what?
I mean,
Just
he's fucking
edgy.
Obviously straight. I was like, dude, pedophiles are the only people that have fucking pierced nipples. Pedophiles are only
That's
men.
not true.
Pedophiles are the only men that have pierced nipples.
No, I like gay dudes.
The same thing.
Dude, that's a big Jimbo argument. Have you been there for one of those, Nate? It's like the end goal of the gay culture is to legalize pedophilia. The LGBT movement's end goal is to fuck kids.
Dude,
That's not the craziest take.
I mean, when he puts his facts out there, it gets
does
a little
sound-
compelling.
Jimbo is so good at like bringing up anything, and then like the January 6th shit. I remember whenever it happened, I was like, Jimbo, they like that chick deserved to get shot in the face. They were fucking breaking in and like chasing cops around. And then he's like, no, they fucking didn't, and just stood by it. And I was like,
Who? Are you talking about?
his dad.
What are you talking about? Breonna Taylor?
No. The white chick at the fucking
I just
Capitol
said
riot.
January 6th.
that
And you're
got
where the
blammed.
fuck are you? And fun fact about Breonna Taylor, actually, that was not as cut and dry as it seemed. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, like she was just like minding her own business asleep. But like apparently,
No, she was doing some sus shit.
yeah, like her boyfriend was the one that was actually the criminal. But like they came in to get him, and like it was like I guess a standoff because the nigga shot back at him.
But Jimbo would cope so hard and be like, no, like be fully against like any like Antifa riots or like Black Lives Matter riots, and then not be able to see that like the January 1st is the same like bullshit on the opposite like end of the spectrum. Like that's still not okay if you're against that.
Did you see the
I was
videos
like,
that just came out of like the inside of the White House with those people? Like the QAnon shaman nigga, they're saying like they were chasing cops around, and that's what I thought. There was like 10 for one. It was just like one cop that was walking around showing them like where the shit was.
Yeah, they're
Then
kind of
he
just filing in.
he had passed like there was one point where he was in the reach of like 10 separate police officers by himself, and like they're like, oh well, it's right there through the door, and like fucking just showed him where it was, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh
they basically let him in.
yeah, like Jimbo was saying that shit, and I was like, no, they
Yeah.
fucking didn't. They broke doors because I guess the
He
video
was
where
tr- like I believed him on that, but still, like conceptually, I was like, Jimbo, I was like, if you think the people at the BLM riot should have gotten gunned down, these people should have got gunned down too, and I would have been okay with that.
honestly just
like-
kill them both, and then
Yeah,
maybe
just
we'll
kill
have
them
more.
all. All the people at those things are dumb.
I was gonna say just lower the amount of fucking retards we have on both far ends of the spectrum.
I mean, we got rid of the QAnon shaman. He's in jail for hella long for being a meth dealer.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, he was
He's
selling
selling-
meth there.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I remember when they were making all the... That was the dude with the, like,
the buffalo hat
shit
and
on,
the
right?
America face paint.
Okay, yeah. Because he fucking...
Yeah, like
I
a
remember-
fur coat on, right?
Yeah, I remember people were, like, being, like, in the first days after, like, he's the icon of, like, retarded conservatives. And then they come out with, like, a whole bunch of, like, videos and pictures of him over the, like, 3 months before that. Just had a shit ton of, like, BLM and Antifa things. He's just a professional, like,
Crazy
asshole. Yeah.
dude. He's a barbarian.
Yeah,
he's just
he
there.
does a little trolling.
He's just there to fuck shit up. That's what I assume. Like most of the
That's
people that
most
were-
of the people at both.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't have anything to do. Because, like, if I lived in D.C. and I had nothing to do, I'd be like, all right, whatever, I'll go to the fucking... niggas are going to the Capitol, I guess I'll
Yeah.
make my way down
It's
there.
like all the greasy virgin nerds that have like never even fucking heard of a woman that are like communist just because they're fucking angry that they sit in their room all day.
Yeah,
But they've never even heard of Karl Marx.
dude. Someone, I forgot who it was, someone was telling me, like, oh, yeah, our country's fucked up, and, like, the only way we're really going to get it right is if we just go to communism and everybody has something. I think it might have been Rory, which is, like, this comedian that everyone thinks is racist, and, like... It was just like an absurd take from him, and I was like, "What? There's no way he fucking actually thinks that way." Like, I've never met anybody that understands communism that was like, "Yeah, let's fucking do that."
Is he racist?
No, he's not at all. He's like literally woke.
You'll never meet anyone that's lived under communism that thinks it's a good idea.
Yeah, ask a Cuban what they think of communism.
Do you think those? This is what I was thinking the other day when you were at we were at your show. Don't you think all those comics hella peek off you because you say crazy shit that they could?
Yeah, they do.
Right?
Yeah,
They
they got
fucking
the
love
plot
it.
I
armor.
know. Because, like, they could never. And, like, you're up there and, like, it's okay for them to laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, like fucking literally after I got off stage during my last set, one of the guys that runs it, Michael, he's like, dude, you're a fucking savage and I love it. Don't change it.
Facts.
I've
Michael's
actually
awesome.
Michael is awesome. I've been actually doing really well recently. Like, I don't sound so robotic on stage and I'm not fucking blackout every time I go up.
Stop drinking so
That
much.
was the improvement that I knew needed to happen, was just a couple less drinks.
Because it would be like, I would want to be loose because I'd show up there, I didn't know anybody, and I was like, oh, I'm super awkward and these people are gonna hate me. Because I was like,
Yeah.
saying the shit that I say, and I was like, oh, I just said a rape joke and it didn't fucking get a laugh. Now everybody thinks I'm a piece of
Three
shit.
more whiskey cokes.
Yeah, it's like, let me just get destroyed so I can not remember what I did and then be embarrassed about it the next day.
Yeah.
But like now I'm just like cool with people and I'll just like have a couple beers and just chill.
Yeah, it's a good enough environment that you're used to now.
Yeah, and like I just sound, the best part is like me not sounding robotic. Like I'm not doing it like off of a script anymore. I'm just like off the top of my head.
Do you remember that fucking loud ass, like, white dude that was there? When we came
Yeah, I was the host of that, and he was
that
like fucking.
so fucking
Was he
funny.
trying to do like the Sam
Dude, he was
Kinison?
like a
No, no,
paid
no.
actor, bro.
He was an old white dude that like midway through the show got up and was like, I don't even know if you could call him a heckler because he was like
Not a
positively.
heck- he was just hammered and like kind of trying to be funny.
Yeah, and like he would like walk, like at one point he walked up to the stage and was like, yeah, Moment is my son, which was another comedian, and like he was like hugging people, and like whenever Moment was up, like halfway through a set, the guy stood up and walked up like to the stage and started talking, and I was like, I'm gonna give Moment 5 more minutes if he wants it. This dude's killing his fucking time.
Yeah, that's retarded.
You guys can come to shows now, by the way. Like before, I didn't want you to come because I was god awful. Now you'll still see me bomb occasionally, but
You
fucking.
don't care if
Remember
I
when
come?
I went up? That shit was funny.
That was fucking cool. I didn't think you'd actually go up. You're like, is there a
We'll have
spot
to
on the
go
list?
next week then?
Fucking not next week, the week after.
Are there no shows
do you
next
mean?
week?
There are shows next week. I just work next week during the Wednesday show. You can come to the Thursday show, but they just suck.
Oh, okay. I'll go
What,
to a
what
good
did
one
you
for my
think when I
first
told
one.
you I was going to go up? You thought I wasn't going to go up? You thought
No, whenever you had said, is there room on the, you had texted me, you're like, is there room on the list?
No, I said come here, and then you came over.
Oh, yeah, and you're
I was
like-
put me on. What the fuck?
I was like,
Grant, you also kind of had plot armor on stage though, because you dropped the cancer bomb in there, and no one's gonna fucking heckle a dude that just said he had cancer.
yeah. Dude, fucking, if I would have known you were gonna, dude, that was,
if I was there,
Nobody was
if I was there,
heckling.
I'd
Nobody
be
was,
fuck you!
nobody was heckling anybody.
Yeah, no one
No
really.
one heckles.
Really?
There's not that many people that are like trying to, like, there's been people. Like,
There's definitely, Janae, you got to admit, there's definitely a lot of people. There was a lot of people in that audience that give a bigger laugh to their friends because they want laughs for their shit.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
And it came off cringe. That's one of the reasons I went up. I was like, what? Because there was like jokes that no one's laughing at, and some guys going,
A
fucking.
lot of times though, whenever that happens, it's because if someone says a joke and it like you know where the line's supposed to go and they fuck it up. Like I've seen someone where they're about to do one of their bits and then like I realize that they forgot the setup to it, so they're just talking about an interaction and like no one's laughing, but I'm there like this nigga's destroying himself. And then like whatever the look of fear in their eyes when they realize that they're like gonna have to completely abort the joke or like explain. Oh wait a second, I forgot to
Just
explain
standing
this.
on the edge of the cliff with no parachute.
So many of those guys, that guy that you peek off of was like giving me a whole fucking speech
Wait, what?
about it. Who's that guy with the long hair, the old guy?
Guy with the long hair. The
Long guy. One time you put him on your story and you're like, this guy is like my favorite or something.
I know you're. I mean, I've said that about a couple of people. It might have been either Will or it might have been.
Old guy, he's got kind of long, greasy hair. Wore a leather jacket.
Oh, Brandon.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Brandon, he's jacked. That's funny that he was making fun of you guys. He said that you guys looked like you had met over an unconscious girl or something.
No,
and this was-
I'm not talking about that guy. That guy came up to me after the show too and was like, that guy came up to me after the show. But I was talking about your friend. He's the older
Brandon.
guy.
That's Brandon Straker.
Yeah. He didn't say the unconscious girl thing. That was the fruit with the curly hair, and the mustache.
Oh, Wes. Yeah.
You called Wes a fruit?
Dude, Wes is a fruit.
Is he?
No, but he acts like it. He's one of the guys that laughs really hard at people's shit because he like feels bad. He'd be like, ah, and it's like
that's cringe.
if he like whenever he does that shit during my sets, I'm like, oh well, I know this part isn't fucking funny.
Yeah.
I had the best show ever though the other day. Like this dude Molman, he's been on, but
I gotta meet him still.
yeah, that was the 1 week you were gone. I think you were in fucking.
I've heard he's a specimen.
Molman has the weirdest spine I've ever seen.
That's fire.
But like he
Get a rare drop.
Is he the bow-legged guy?
bow-legged guy. I could show you his picture. He's like super skinny. I
The
don't.
gay guy?
Yeah, but I don't know if you could.
He came up at the show. He was like getting no laughs, and he was like, "Well, I do fuck guys." And I was like, "Whoa!" And he was like, obviously had something wrong with his like spine or something.
Yeah, that's him. There's another skinny white dude that kind of looks similar to him, and I was at the Blind Onion the other day, and like he had walked up, and I was like,
Oh,
"Holy
God.
shit!" I
What
just
do you mean
realized
you're at
Molman
the
is
Blind Onion
that's a pizza shop where they do comedy.
by Pomo.
No, there is a Blind
There's
Onion over
multiple.
there. You know, fun fact about that one, I did comedy at that one when there wasn't actually comedy. Like I'd go there and I'd show him the flyer, and I'd be like, "Hey, can I just like stand up here and do jokes?" And the guy would be like, "I don't care." And I'd just like tell my jokes to like whoever was ordering pizzas and the people in the back. And like there'd be niggas that were just not laughing, and they'd be like, "Next," in the middle of one of my jokes, and I'd be like, "All right, I guess I'm going to the
I'm a
next
fault
one."
with you.
Yeah, because I didn't know that wasn't the right one. But Blind Onion's in Sparks on Victorian.
That shit was fun though. That comedy thing. Like I feel like I should wanna. I kind of want to like go up
I
again.
should I can hit that babe for
I
good.
always catch him stuttering. It's hella funny.
Dude, fucking, you should come. Like, yeah, I mean, Seabass, you're the one I really want to see you get on stage because you
No,
seem like
I
you would
can't.
accidentally say nigga.
I can't.
Like, he just gets in the zone. He's like, this nigga was. Oh, wait a second. I'm not supposed to say that.
Like,
If Seabass went up on stage, I'd for sure be getting kicked out.
why?
I'd be like, fuck this motherfucker.
I think I'm
Do you get-
funny,
do you
but like
get- do you get nervous?
unintentionally. If I tried to be funny, I don't think I
Do you
could
get
be.
nervous in front of crowds?
Me?
Or like go?
No, not at all.
Oh, what the fuck? When I was walking up there, I was getting nervous. But once I'm on stage, I felt pretty comfortable. It's like because it's not like I had like I used to do the banquets for water polo. I do the roasts, whatever, and I'd roast the people above me. So like I've been in front of a crowd trying to make people laugh before, you know.
I hate public speaking.
Very weird whenever it doesn't work.
Yeah. I actually hate speaking in front of even like small amounts of people, which is fire because I'm about to be a teacher and talk to like 30 people every day for
You'll
the
get
rest of my
better at
life.
You should come do stand up and just like read your history because then like it would almost be cooler because you would know you're not going to get a laugh and you know that there's going to be a bunch of people that hate you. And if you can go up on stage in front of them and do that, you're going to be like, oh, these kids fucking don't like me, but I don't fucking like them.
Yeah, it will be easier with kids too because I will have zero respect for them. So,
Well, also they're trying
Sit down and
to
shut
get a
up.
grade.
huh?
They're also trying to get a grade. They're not actively trying to be like,
They're not gonna
Be
be like,
honest,
look at this motherfucker.
be honest, would you fuck one of your students and give them
Oh my god.
Oh God, he would.
You would.
never.
Dude, if there was a hot enough high school chick, Seabass would definitely fuck her.
Never. Definitely. No question. No thought. No. Instant.
What if, okay, hold up, Grant.
I'd be
What if,
giving bitches the best 18th birthday present of all time.
a fucking claymore at their front door?
Yeah, bad sex.
Fucking, oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna fucking say.
You're about to ask me something.
Oh, do you think Kylie Jenner is like super hot, like a 10? Who do you think is a 10, like this famous?
That's a famous 10, Emily Ratajkowski.
All right, now, would you fuck her if she was 17?
And I was
No, you're the age you are now.
she's from LA though. She's from LA though. They're like 18 when they're like 14.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the water there.
what a take.
That's what MGK said.
I don't give a fuck what he says.
He was.
You're not MGK.
No,
You're
I know,
a
but he's
random
saying like
retard.
LA people. They're like 18 when they're like 15.
I'm sure he did say that. I'm not surprised.
And he's mentally 15 at like 35.
How did he get Megan Fox? Well, actually, I know how. He has a fucking giant, skinny, white dick.
You want to know the exact riz how he got her? Because I
heard,
saw a video of them talking about it
did
in
too.
an interview.
Yeah.
He was just high as fuck on like a couch at a party. She came up and like asked if he was smoking weed, and he said, "I am weed." And she was like, "Oh my gosh, he is him." And then they lived happily ever after and did
weed.
fucking satanic blood
Now they're
transfusions.
over. I think they broke up.
They did. The Super Bowl
what's
weekend.
this
Good for
deal?
her.
I know Grant knows, but what's this deal with fucking Selena Gomez and shit?
She got more followers than Kylie Jenner, and then
What? No, it's nothing to do with Kylie Jenner. It's the Hailey Bieber thing. Hailey Bieber basically stole Justin from Selena Gomez, right? She got lupus. She got a disease. It was kind of foul. And then she kind of stole him. They got like engaged super quick, right? All of a sudden, Hailey started using Selena quotes in the press, like known Selena quotes, like almost like copying her identity. Selena has a tattoo of something right here. Hailey got the same one. Like she got the
That's
same
fucking
exact
weird.
ones. She'll say like the same quotes. She'll wear the same clothes as her, right? It's like a weird thing where
That's horrifying.
she's trying to be like Selena, she's like almost like it's like an arranged thing with Justin and their parents.
Justin was like, "Can I have Selena?" And it was like, "No, we have Selena at home."
Yeah.
And it's just Hailey Bieber.
oh my god,
It's freaky when you look at the TikToks and you compare certain things. It's like she's using the exact same quotes. She's wearing the same clothing. She got the same tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of weird.
That was a whole ass woman.
fucking what's his name? Steve-O has all the same tattoos as Angelina Jolie.
Steve-O's hard for that.
Like she has like her kids' birthdays on her somewhere, and like he got her kids' birthdays tattooed on her in like the same spot as her.
I had a dream about Angelina Jolie last night.
Is that the Katniss Everdeen girl?
No, that is
Jennifer,
baddest woman on the planet.
Aniston?
what? Smoking crack.
Angelina Jolie's probably my celebrity 10 if we're
What did you
being
just say?
real.
She said.
He said the Katniss bitch is the perfect girl.
No, I'm talking about Angelina Jolie.
I was gonna say, dude. I mean, she's hot, but like,
She still have like plastic surgery though.
has she?
Well, yeah, because she's got hella miles on her, but that shit's still clean.
Miles.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't do
I
anything.
love Anna de Armas.
Who?
Oh
Anna de
yeah.
Armas. She's
Celebrity crush.
bad.
Like, just that like famous people, or like super famous, or like just famous hot chicks, like for celebrity crush.
Anyone?
Mine would be Shay Mitchell, which no one knows who she is, but she was in
She
the
a model?
I think so.
She's a light skinned
that
bitch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was in the show You, and then I was like, oh, she's a bitch, but she's hot.
I actually take mine back. Mine's Steve Irwin.
Hey, my friend said he thinks he left his pen in your car. I know. We raped that shit.
The Grant laugh too.
You said my B at the end of that. You're fucking unhinged.
Nigga, did you actually say that? We raped that shit.
Yeah,
Might
I
be.
mean, I'm not gonna lie to him.
Well, yeah, he's gonna get the cart back. It's gonna be gone. He's like, oh.
I'd have just been like, no, we didn't. No, you didn't.
No, I know. It's getting rained and trained right now by Tuna, probably. Yeah. And Jack.
This is probably the most fucking horizontal episode of the Nate Hate Show.
What do you mean? Oh shit, yeah. You got niggas laid out.
Yeah.
You guys want to call it?
Oh, sure. How long do these things usually last? An hour?
A little over sometimes.
Between 1 and 2.
Okay.
You got anything to
We have
plug?
anything, Seabass, that we can trip you real quick? Any funny stories? I mean, we did go to Nashville.
Oh no! Oh yeah, can you please tell the entire Nashville story with that bitch?
Oh, okay. Sorry. So,
Oh my god! I'm so glad you said
Our
that.
flight got delayed, right? So we were gonna get there at like what time we get there?
We were supposed to get there at like 9:30, and we ended up getting there at like 11.
Actually, wait, before you tell this story, can we, like, put the fucking Buster Cam video, like, edited into the podcast?
No, we can't. I don't want to expose her. But
Can I put a screenshot of her
Exposing
face?
right now.
But no one knows who
I'm
it
not,
is.
what? How is that exposing?
Can I put a
her?
screenshot of like her face, not the full thing, but just her face during the whenever she's
Go
crying?
ahead, go ahead.
I'm not a crying.
She's a buster. It doesn't matter. But I
You still text her. Shut up.
What?
Tell me if I still text her. All I said was
He deletes the messages.
Tell me if I saw. All I said was.
Why would I text her? Why did you think I was like attached to her? Like I'm true.
Because you said you
Brought
loved
her
her.
over every night.
She came. She Ubered over to my place to have sex. Oh no! Don't come over and suck me off. Like what? How is that being a text?
Hold up, I want to say, by the way, she's not even grinding for the shit she did. I just think it's disgusting that she saw your monster cock and wasn't automatically repulsed.
March 1st. That was the last. Like,
What did she say?
I'm not acting like this because she was saying I love you and shit, all this weird shit. So I go first night.
How about that catfish bitch?
No,
Yeah,
nigga, I
the
want to
flight
hear this.
attendant. The flight attendant. She's not a catfish, but I don't know why she's texting me.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, whatever. It's not like she was that hot. Why? If
Hey,
you were
rough
that
track,
hot, if
rough
you were-
track. Shut up, Seabass.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Seabass just trying to like get on me, but it's good. I go
sneak dissing.
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying. You're doing the best. You're doing the best. But I go. It's the first night, right? I wake up on the plane from a little bar nap. You know, I took a half of the flight, and Seabass like waking me up to Sprite in a vodka bottle. You know what I'm saying? We're like, oh well, yeah, we're gonna get there.
Vodka and a Sprite.
A vodka and a Sprite bottle, and they're really like they're already out. They've been out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So we got to catch up. And so we're doing shots on the plane. It's fucking hurting. And then we get out. We're kind of hammered. We see Justin's friend at the airport, right? But we don't know him at all. We never met. This is like it's one friend we didn't like ever meet before. So we kind of go to the Uber and we get back to the place. He's already there. We're like, oh yeah, we saw you at the airport. Drop our ship off at the Airbnb. We go out like on the Uber there. I'm like, okay. I'm hammered. Pretty
I
much.
was so
Yeah,
fucking.
I'm hammered.
Holy fuck.
And then we got our 2 rounds of shots right at the thing there. I was pretty good. We're at this club, Jason Aldean's. One part of the song, we're just like dancing there. We've barely been there. We've probably been there max 20 minutes. And this girl is like walking by with her friends, and she's like, "Oh, excuse me." And I go like this to like let her get through because it's crowded. And she goes, "You're cute," and then just like grabs my neck and just starts dancing with me. We're making out within a minute, right? And I'm
That's
hella
insane.
hammered. I'm hammered, so I'm like, okay, haha. And then we go to she like takes me to her other friends, and we're dancing for a minute. It's kind of fuzzy. Then she buys me a drink at this one place, and then I barely drank it, and I got a water. I was trying to like hydrate. And then I go, oh well, I'm gonna meet up with my friends. I'm gonna go meet up with my friends. Like I just got here and I don't want to be. She's like, you're gonna go with your friends. I'm like, yeah. And then I got her number, and then I left. I kind of ditched her, and then as we were leaving, I texted her like, where you at, right? And then like as I texted her, she's like walking outside the club. I was like, oh, it's bad. We're kind of talking, blah blah blah. It's just a drunken mess. And then we get an Uber back to the place, like,
You damn near dragged her into that Uber. I remember that.
Yeah, because I was hammered.
Rose on demon time.
I was
She
hammered.
ran away from you at one point.
But she
said, "Hold on, I don't want to
Yeah,
forget
she
my
was hammered.
flashlight."
She was hammered. We were both hammers. But she kept saying
You're
the whole
making
night.
this
She
sound
kept saying the
so
whole
bad.
night. She's like, fuck you. And I'm like, okay, sure. And we go to the house. we go to the Airbnb. And we go to the Airbnb. I really haven't even seen the place at this point because we were there for max minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, we literally like walked in, threw our shit on the floor, and got
Yeah,
literally
and so
straight back to the club.
Justin and his sister's friend, I guess his sister's friend called her a whore as we were walking in, and like blah 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 blah, I heamed her, and then
Wait, click the red button.
You were eating this girl?
no. So the next day, we were up in the morning, we were kind of figuring out what our names were, and then her name was Cheyenne, but she goes
So
by
you raped her.
I was going to. I mean, dude, I was so
If
hammered.
you've never had sex and not known her name after, then you're a nice person, I guess. I was going to make fun of you for not doing that, but I guess you're just a nice person for that.
Dude,
Like I'm saying, I relate, Grant.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I no, but I go, blah blah blah, and she's hella loud and she's laughing, blah blah blah. She's like like in the morning. I go upstairs, like they're all up there, and then she's hella talking about like taking us out to brunch and like shit like that, and she knows brunch places, and she's like,
Like she's saying she's gonna pay, or just like, hey, you guys should come to this.
I don't know, but we were just kind of like trying to get her out a little low key. I mean, she kept texting me, "Do you want me to leave?" I kind of get that vibe, and I was like,
You're like, yeah, I already
all I
fucked
just
you.
said was like, up to you. You know, I wasn't gonna be rude.
You should have just said yes.
Yeah, and so then she left, blah blah blah, and then she started texting me throughout the day, kind of like, I get off work at this time, but I'm gonna go out, like I'll meet you wherever, blah blah blah. And then the next night I hemed her again. But this is the funny part. No, that was the third night. I hemed her again, blah blah blah. But the third night. The third night, right? Or no, this is the second night. The second night, I didn't have the room, right? Because the room was kind of like, it was already, somebody took it. So, and it was locked. All the rooms were like taken, right? So I either had to sleep on the couch or didn't know there was air mattresses. So I go, fuck, like she's Ubering here. So I set up an air mattress in the garage.
That's so fucking
So I set up an air mattress in the garage, and like Carl and
You're so romantic.
Justin and Carl, Justin's friends Carl and Nick were like fucking laughing, helping me set this shit up. and I'm like, holy fuck, I can't wait to see the look on her face when she fucking walks in this cold ass garage. And
fucked her in the fallout.
yeah, so
setup.
we go. She comes over while we're talking. She tries to get in the room, and I go, it's taken. I was like, oh, she's like, oh, we're in here. She walks in. We're in here. I was like, she walks in and
It's like a torture dungeon.
yeah, she was like,
Mattress on the floor.
She
I
was
thought he was gonna be behind her with a tire iron whenever she walked in.
She's like, no way. You should see the look on her fucking face when she saw that fucking air mat. It was so fun. And I'm just kind of sitting on it like, and then I go, we're on the air mattress. And she's like,
So she was like, all right.
I can't sleep on an air mattress. Like, this is gonna fuck my back up. Like, I'm just gonna Uber us to my place. And I was like, okay.
I thought you were gonna be like, no one said anything about
like,
sleeping here
and
afterwards.
so we're just talking. She's trying to brag about some famous TikToker she's friends with, and I'm like, And then she's like, yeah, like I can't have sex on an air mattress in a garage. Like that's not like I'm not sleeping here. Like I can't.
20 minutes later.
Yeah. And then she goes, the Uber gets delayed, so we start heaving on the air. Right, you're on the air mattress, and then the Uber gets there, and we go back to her place, and I'm hammered, right? And we're driving in the Uber in the back, and I'm like, she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm gonna throw up," and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fucking yak." And then I was like, "Can you pull over?" She kept like the Uber driver pulls over next to this Walgreens. I bust the door. I kind of like splash the door a little bit, but I'm kind of like shaking it off of my shoe. We had a shit ton of barbecue catered. Justin and I shit ton of barbecue catered from this place called Martin's. It's hella gas, but I overdid it for show. And I was just all of it, tasting every fucking brisket, rib, macaroni I had like that whole time, everywhere. And I'm like, oh god, it's so bad. And so I like when I got back, honestly, I was so out of it that I didn't even like humor or anything, right? And I was like, bro, my breath probably is fucking disgusting. Like, she's like, yeah. And then she's like, I have an extra toothbrush. I was like, yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna go to bed. And then I just fell asleep. In the morning, I'm like, yeah, I can't even like do anything. Like, my breath is probably really foul, right? And then I kind of like closed mouth, like making out with her a little bit. And then I was like, I gotta go. And I called my Uber. I look at the map, right? Holy fuck, was I far away? And I don't remember that at all. I was like Nashville, where we were at, was like right here. Like we were like in a whole other city, like so deep. It was such a long Uber with this guy. Like I was just making conversation about the food spot, but it was a tax Uber, and I was like, oh my god, it was fucking foul. And then I get there, no one's there, right?
We were at lunch.
Yeah, they were at lunch, so I had to run to the place. I was going to buy another Uber. It was like a 6-minute run. And
bro ran a mile.
No, you're an idiot. It was
6
literally.
minutes. I literally typed it in.
It
I
was
on
a
my phone.
2-minute walk.
It was a 6-minute walk. It said, and I ran there.
Hey, listen to me and Seabass, the running experts.
Yeah,
But me specifically, the running
it was a
experts.
6-minute walk on maps, and I ran there. And so I get there. I'm still in the same clothes. I fucking grease ball for sure. And then I'm just like, whoa, like what's going on? I was so just out of it, and I had no food in me. I didn't even order any food. I couldn't even eat. I think somebody gave me like a nugget.
I did.
Or like a tender, yeah. And then I got some Sprite in a water cup or lemonade in a water cup. And then we went back.
Yellow water coat.
And then the next night, that's when shit starts to get a little crazy, right? Because we meet her at the club, and we're hanging out with this guy Eberhard, right? He owns the Bank of Stockton. His family owns the Bank of Stockton, so he's loaded, right? He buys us a table. He's trying to fuck Justin's sister, and he was like 35. It was weird. She's like grinding on him all night. Just hell off. Yeah,
How old is she?
No, she's 21,
Okay.
but she was trying to get glam the whole weekend.
She wanted to hook up, and like nobody would.
Yeah, because
like,
it's Justin's
it's
sister.
his sister.
Justin's twin sister. Yeah. Nick almost did it though. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
it's
Nick
not
Kirk?
worth. No. This guy Nick, Justice Frowson.
Nick Kirk.
It's not worth fucking his sister and then living with him for the next year.
Yeah, that would be so weird.
And also he has a girlfriend, so I was like, nah, nigga, it's just not worth it. And so the third night where she gets to the place, right? She gets there hella late, and I get the room. So I get the room, blah blah blah. We're human, and then she gets mad. Like I ejaculate like in her, and like I'm outside, and she's like eat my pussy with eye contact. I was like, I'm not doing. I was like, I'm sorry.
With eye contact.
I was like, I am not doing that.
If she said it like that word for word, holy
she's like,
fuck, what a weirdo.
And I'm like, I am not doing that. I'm not gonna taste my jizz. Like, I'm sorry. And like, what is it? I'm sorry. I wasn't that sorry. And then she gets a little peeved. Like, gets on her phone.
A little mad.
Yeah, she gets a little peeved, and she's like on her phone and shit. She kind of like
You're gonna sit your ass down now and eat my pussy.
yeah. but she gets a call from her like a dude, and she's like, I love you, baby, like I'll see you soon. Because before we had sex, she like takes off her clothes and goes, you have 30 minutes.
All I need is one.
She's gonna leave.
I only need two.
Yeah, she was gonna leave, and so I go, like, whatever. I'm never gonna see this bitch again. What'd you say?
That's a good line.
That bitch.
Yeah. John Jones just fought for the title, 5-round fight, 30 minutes, but he finished in 2.
No, I know. I saw that fight, and I go, yeah, blah blah blah. She's on her phone with her boyfriend. She's telling this dude, "I love you." She's saying, "I'm gonna see you, baby," and like, I feel like soon.
I'll be there in 30
That's when the Buster cam came out.
Yeah. So I start recording her, right? I'm like, what? And like, I'm like interrogating her, and I'm like, she's like, she was like, that was my friend. Like, I was trying to see friend, that bitch that you met like tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to act all weird. And I'm like, I was like, you were on the phone with a dude. And she was like, yeah, Adam, some dude that she's fucking with. Like, and I was like, what? And I was like, but in my head, I saw it. It was a dude. It started with an F, not Adam, like the contact, right? So I was like, okay, she's just lying. And so I was like, yeah, I put on my clothes, and I'm like,
She's just completely naked and Grant's fully clothed.
I put
Just sitting there with his legs crossed like this.
Bro's
I put my clothes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting on the bench right near the bed, and I'm like, she's like what? Like what? Let's keep it back. And I'm like, no.
Keep it a
I was like, nah, you're weird. I was like, you have a whole ass boyfriend, like, get your shit, and I think you should leave. Like, he called your Uber.
You're like, honestly, I think you should leave. Is your Uber
I
almost
was
here?
like, he called your Uber. And then blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, blah, blah, blah. She goes, and then I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're a nasty bitch. And
Grimy.
You're a grimy bitch. And then
Called
she's
her a
like,
grimy bitch to her face.
yeah, you're a grimy bitch.
With the camera in her
And then
face.
she starts crying.
Hey, imagine Grant like this.
What? You're fucking great. What are you, dude? The funniest thing is whenever she was at the door crying, I was like telling Jake because he showed
Did
me.
you see in the mirror? Did you see in the mirror?
He told me.
In the mirror.
I was like, Jake, I could literally see Grant there with a straight face because you weren't saying a word. I could see you just. And then you said you're like look in the mirror too, and I saw you go.
Yeah, I'm like, and then right, so she's crying. She's like that hurts my feelings. Like I'm not a grimy bitch. And then she's like, I know you're not gonna date me, and I know you leave tomorrow, but like, I'm like,
No one's ever talked to me like that.
and so she leaves, blah, blah, and then she tries to like give me a hug. I kind of give her a handshake, right?
After shit.
I give her a handshake. She goes, she's like, and then the next installment that you haven't heard, I think that's over. She gives me a phone call, probably
While you're back?
2 days after I got back from Nashville. She's like, why did you block me? I was like, I never blocked you. I've been trying to call you for 4 days and text you. I was like, I never got any texts. And she's like, did you make it back home, baby? And I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, I had a great time with you. And like, it was just sad. Like, and then you, like, everything was good until you called me a nasty bitch. And I was like, I muted it, started laughing.
That's not what she said at all. It was fucking.
What did she say? You tell.
Okay, yeah. I
Jake tells her.
vividly remember
I really
that
don't.
shit. So she fucking calls him, and then it's just like, she's like, did you get home to California? He's like, I don't even live in California. Do you even know where I live? And she's like, but I thought you were from Stockton. He's like, I am. Where do I go to college? She didn't know. And then after that, she was like, she just like tried to play it off like, haha. And then she was like, just out of nowhere, like, I miss you. And then you're like, what? Like, then that's when you bring up like the recap of everything that happened, like all that shit. Yeah. And
he's like reminding me.
Yeah. You're like fucking saying that shit. And then she was like, or no, you brought up that she was like, you literally told me like you're gonna leave. Okay, I got it fucked up. She was like, yeah, you like, why'd you kick me out? And you're like, I didn't even kick you out. Like you were gonna leave anyway. Like you said you have 30 minutes. You said you have 30 minutes. And then she's like, yeah, but like I wanted to just like give you a kiss. Or she said, all I wanted to do before you left was give you a kiss, but all I got was you calling me a grimy bitch.
No, nasty bitch. And I said grimy
fucking,
bitch.
And then he mutes that shit. Fucking me and Tuna are like in tears on the couch. That shit was so fucking
I
fire.
said, no, I called you a grimy bitch.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. And she's like, blah, blah, blah. And then she starts texting me saying that I'm perfect for her.
That was weird.
And she's like, and then she's saying, I was like, okay, what like makes you think that I'm perfect for you? She's like, I don't know, like you listen to me and no one ever listens. I'm like,
Didn't you say her boyfriend beat her?
oh yeah. That's what she said before that too. She goes, I have a boyfriend, but he beats me and I don't know how to break up with him. Like right after I hemed her. So that was
preferably through text.
Huh?
I said preferably through text if she's gonna break up with a dude that hits her.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just send the fist emojis.
So stupid. And then she goes, yeah, blah, blah, blah. She's saying I'm the perfect guy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, no. Like that. She probably does this to a new guy every weekend.
So she's calling you baby. Did you ever consider that maybe she just had another dude she was about to go fuck after you?
Well, she spent the night every night.
No, I'm saying, but like whenever she's like, you have 30 minutes, and then she was on the phone with the other guy, like,
Yeah, she's probably gonna fuck that dude after.
Yeah, she's fucking
Fucking
seconds. Maybe it was just some.
Oh yeah, I mean, she.
Went over to Seabass's
You lubed
room.
it up for him.
Huh?
You lubed it up for him.
Yeah, we did up a low key. Yeah,
Would you eat a bitch's pussy after you came in at Seabass?
for sure.
I have never came in a woman's
Oh yeah, he's never came
vagina
in a
ever.
Never came in a girl.
Respect.
Never.
You're a
Holy
psychopath.
I'm a psychopath.
You're a psychopath. Not just for coming on women, but for fucking Reno native chicks raw.
Erf.
I had a funny Nashville experience. When I went to Texas to visit our friend,
Oh yeah, this fuck.
I like hooked up with this bitch that he's friends with, right? And then we get to Nashville and she's there. I haven't seen this bitch in 2 years, right? I didn't know she was going to be there. So like
I figured.
I didn't, because I mean there were so many girls like that we
Yeah,
met.
but they were really close to that one.
So you know how like you can tell when a girl's like trying to avoid you and like she's acting like you're not even like standing in front of her. She was like doing that whole thing. I'm like, I know like that you know like that I'm here. Like why can't you just say hi and like have it not be weird?
Because remember when I showed up and we met her, she's like, "Do you remember me?" I was like, "Yeah, you fucked Seabass." She's like, "I never fucked him."
Well, yeah, but then she never talked to me. She just like ran down. She like saw me and then like ran down the street.
I never fucked him. That's what I would say
So-
too.
Well, she didn't. She just sucked you off.
Yeah,
right?
we never like fully like.
She doesn't fuck guys unless she's in a relationship.
She'll
So
suck their cocks.
Yeah.
That almost seems like that's backwards.
Yeah, that's fire.
so I'm like, okay, whatever. Like the first night, nothing happened. Like we didn't really talk at all. And then the second day
that
when
was
we went
loud.
to lunch, I remember telling Grant, like, she dyed her hair also. Like, she was brunette, now she was blonde, right?
She looked a little better than before.
I was just going to say that. When we went to lunch that next day, I remember looking at her, I was like, she looks kind of good.
And then he goes,
And I go-
okay. He goes, that Tinder bitch doesn't work out.
Well, no, wait.
Her.
The Tinder bitch is coming.
Oh, yeah.
So, at that point, I'm like, okay, this is raps. Like, this is fucking gratis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gratis.
this is free as fuck. So, that night, I started kind of like talking to her, like making it an initiative, but it was so weird because like during the day she acted like I wasn't even there, and then like at night when we were out and she was hammered, like I had to be hers type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm on like Tinder or whatever, like matching with these girls. Like I matched with this one girl
That was Hinge.
or whatever, and I'm trying to get her to come to the bar, right? And she's like, "Okay, I'll meet you out." So I'm like, "Oh, bet I'm gonna meet this Tinder bitch." Like,
We get her into bottle service.
probably,
later.
yeah, we got the table and shit. I'm like, probably, you know what I'm saying, gonna heam later. And this bitch is like,
Yeah,
grabbing me
pissed.
away.
No, she goes up to me. She goes, Grant. She goes, you get Seabass away from these whores, and I'll let you hit my vape all night. I go, say less.
I was like, what?
I
He just comes in and he's like,
grabbed me. He's like, "You can't be talking to her."
I lost it within 10 minutes too. It was foul.
So like,
The
I
vape?
felt hella bad because this Tinder bitch was here, and fucking this other girl's like pulling me away from her, and the two girls are damn near like arguing.
yeah,
like,
they
it
were
was
pissed. They were
weird.
pissed, but also, yeah. They were not worth.
What do you mean? The Tinder bitches?
They were. I think they.
You got them into bottle service.
Catfished a little bit. Catfished a little bit.
I'd say you got them
was,
into bottle
no,
service.
you're
equal-
retarded.
You said that
Catfish
too.
is
You
a
said that.
totally different person.
What?
Catfishing is
There's
a totally
levels to
different
it.
person.
No, I know, but I bet
She did not look that different.
I feel like catfishing is being somebody
Everyone
else.
looks better in their pictures. Anyways, so I'm like, fuck, because I thought I was going to hook up with this Tinder bitch. And then she's texting me, the Tinder bitch texted me all night, like saying, I kind of, like was interested, or like, and I'm like, oh, I know what that means, right? And the worst thing is that this bitch was so fucking like crazy about me and then like wouldn't even let me hook up with her. Like, what the fuck are you doing this for then?
Oh, I would have made a public announcement like, I am not your nigga. Get away from me. And then
Either
just-
we're fucking or I'm fucking.
Yeah, but she was teasing him like he was, and also Seabass is hammered. You gotta realize.
Oh my God. I kind of regret being that fucked up because damn near every night I was so like I was way too fucked up to like even try to socialize with another girl, like a random. You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh, I got the ones here.
I was in the bathroom gripping the fucking. I was in the bathroom in the club gripping the fucking rails, just like
You act,
unbelievably hammered, unbelievably.
I've never even seen Seabass yak.
Me either. I usually hold it together pretty well.
I do usually,
He goes to the
but
bathroom.
No, but I mean, like, even with that, like,
Without me?
you guys have seen.
no. If I'm not like a sneak away yak, I'll let you know. I'm going to the bathroom and blowing my fucking brains out. Like I will. I'm not like.
Oh, wait a second. I saw you throw up the other day when I was playing FIFA. Oh, wait.
Huh?
I think it was you that went to the bathroom your birthday day that I, like, called off work and just played FIFA with you. And you
Oh,
were drinking all
probably.
day. I think you.
I think I
You were
did.
Jack.
I think I did come home and yak. Those fucking long drinks.
No, it was Jack when he was like on the floor.
Oh,
When he was
yeah,
screaming in the
standing in the
bathroom,
shower.
screaming hard R, and standing in the shower with the lights off. Dude, he gets
my
fucking
God.
hammered and turns into a menace.
I love
bro.
that shit. Drunk Jack fucking
No,
tickles
that
my
shit
fancy
is
on another
annoying as
level.
fuck.
Dude.
He be running away from us.
He literally
away.
did that
Like
shit.
the most exercise he gets. Is really getting hammered.
He literally.
Yeah,
you
he
gotta,
benches
I'm not gonna
225
accept that.
before
You gotta
us.
make that joke whenever Jack's here so he
Like
can
Jack, the
defend
Uber's
himself.
here, starts running down the street.
No, if Jack heard that, he'd probably be like, gosh, I don't know. You know, that's what he would say.
Yeah.
He just bolts.
Oh God.
He just bolts. I remember one time. Maybe I'm not gonna say that. But we were back to the national thing. Yeah, she was teasing him the whole time, right? And then the only one, I'm not gonna air it out, but like Seabass lied and said that I was a cuddle merchant one of the nights, but he munched.
I didn't lie. He asked me if I fucked her, and I said no.
No, I didn't. I said, you said I'm a cuddle merchant. You didn't do anything. It's like, no, I just cuddle.
But why do I need to tell you anything?
No, you brought it up to me. I didn't.
No,
ask.
I didn't.
Yes, you
the
did.
first thing you said.
You go, boys, I was a cuddle merchant last night, and you announced it. I go, oh, you didn't do anything? She's like, nope.
Cuddle merchant.
The first night I didn't. First night we didn't do anything.
Yeah, and then, oh, really?
second night we got
No, well, she told me. We were at she was pissed at you. Seabass took their vape.
That was the second night.
Seabass took the vape.
Seabass took.
Oh my god, they were. I didn't take it.
Well, if it was the second night, it would have been the first night, right?
What do you mean?
Well, if it was the second night, it would have been the first
The
night.
vape taking night.
The
was the night
munching
that we
would have
munched.
happened the first night if it was the second night that you took the vape, right?
We munched the second night.
Oh, okay. Well, then this was the third night. She goes, I grabbed the vape, and she's like, she's like, why does Seabass have my vape? Like, buck him. I knew it. She's like, buck Seabass. Like, all this shit. And she was saying, like, what the fuck? Like, me and Ari are avoiding him tonight. And I was like, oh, okay, for sure. And then she was like, you're going to be my dance partner tonight. I was like, no, I'm not. And I go, I was like,
you're cringe.
yeah, no, I'm not. And I go, we're like talking, blah, blah, blah. But then like 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes later, she's still back with Seabass, like dancing with him and stuff. Like, it was all bullshit.
Seabass,
It was
you
all
had the riz with that bitch.
Of course she
Unspoken, you didn't have to say a word. She knew she was your property if you were in the Middle East.
No, but she goes, I go, yeah, I mean, I said, you're teasing him too. Like, that's probably part of it. I said, she's like, you guys are cuddle merchants. She's like, we did everything but sex. She was like, he ate me out, I sucked him, and we showered together. And I was like, oh my God. I went up to Seabass. I was like, you fucking liar. He goes, I was going to tell you eventually, blood. And I was like,
that's the fucking nail in the coffin. Like, if I didn't believe that, just that last word made me be like, yeah, that probably happened. Holy fuck, dude. We can go ahead and
it was
call
funny though. That was funny, the whole Ari situation, because she basically was just like grinding on this dude. If you saw this guy, you would think, holy
His
fuck.
name was Nevin.
Oh yeah, it was Nevin. And he looked like the biggest fucking scumbag. He had his hair was thinning so hard and he got gel in it, all spiked up. Oh no.
Old school Grant. Well, actually, no, you never spiked it up. I was saying because you were losing your hair from the cancer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I never looked like that though.
Yeah, that guy, I'm imagining the hairlines up here, but Jersey Shore
His
still.
hairline was
Eating floppy steaks at Trapani's.
His hairline was somewhat solid, but individually there was no hair and it was just pins.
Holy
Pins.
fuck.
You guys want to call it?
Sure.
Yeah.